What's going on, guys? I'm Jeff, the Yoshi Fanatic, and welcome to part 2 of Mario and options. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Guys, I've missed you. And I've been looking forward to playing this game all week. Yeah, I'm very happy that we're playing this again. So let's get going. File number 1. Also, hello there, Ethan, and Rachel Robertson says hi. Hey, Rachel, welcome to the stream. Welcome to Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. We got started last week, and we got to the Chuckle Huck Woods. So, I'm thinking we'll probably get through the, through Chuckle Huck Woods, Hoo Hoo University, and we'll probably get to Oho Oasis. But if we get further than that, I'll be happy. So let's go ahead and get started here. So we just got to the Chuckle Huck Woods. We're looking for the Chuckle Huck Reserve. Ethan says, me and Jacob are playing some chess while watching. Awesome. Well, hello, Jacob. Good luck and have fun in that chess match. I have a feeling I know who the victor will be, but it should be fun regardless. But yeah, we just got to the Chuckle Huck mansion. We're looking for the Chuckle Huck Reserve, which oh, who's that? Who's that? Who's that guy? Luigi, where'd you go, man? Okay, let's go figure out who that was. Serenity says, "Hey, Chuff, how's it hanging?" Hey, Serenity, welcome to the stream. We're doing pretty good. I'm kind of tired. But I'm happy to be playing this game. How are you doing? Oh, boo! Blast! Criminy! The famous shadow thief, Popple, has been caught in full sight. That is one heck of a purple and pink striped shirt. Cripes! You think you're ready, do you? Well, nobody's more ready than me, see? I'll show you. I am a new subscriber, says Rachel. Well, thank you very much for subscribing. I appreciate your viewership. And I hope you enjoy the stream. Rookie, shake a leg. Yes, boss. And that's where Bowser went. Okay, Rookie, it's your turn, see? I want you to squash those red and green drips there. Yes, boss. Red and green. I feel like I know these two from somewhere. Weird. What? Rookie. What? Are you saying you're acquainted with these two palookas? Oh, that's a fun word, palookas. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Something about them feels real familiar. It makes me feel real mad. Quit your babbling, you! You two ugly mugs came here for the same reason as us. You want the fabled Chocola Reserve. That's right. Boo! Boo, I say! Gosh, this voice hurts my throat. You really think you can beat me to the punch? Well, open up those ears, punks. I, Popple, Shadow Thief, filcher of the world's riches, bet you that I get the Chocola Reserve first. Rookie, go to it. Okay, so this is the first fight that we've had against Bowser since the very beginning of the game. Now, what exactly happened to Bowser? Well, not to spoil anything, but I'm pretty sure, like, how did it happen? He landed somewhere after being shot out of the cannon earlier in the game and lost his memories, and Popple here took him and is making him his henchman, basically. Now, this fight is kind of interesting. So, Popple here is not the strongest guy ever. He's a thief. He's not gonna have the highest strength or anything. But, yeah, he attacks, and you can attack him just like with Bowser. But if you attack him, then Bowser's gonna attack you as a counterattack. The flip side of that is that if you kill Bowser first, then Popple runs away, and you don't get the experience from killing Popple. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna kill Popple. Well, that didn't go super well. How dare you guys try to mess with the great Popple? Is this an RPG? Asks Rachel. It is. It's a turn-based RPG. If you've ever heard of Mario and Luigi, not Mario and Luigi, I'm sorry, Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars, it's kind of like a follow-up series to that, in a way, almost like a spiritual successor. Mario RPG was a one-off on the Super Nintendo, and then the Mario RPG line split into Paper Mario and this Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Well, that didn't go super well. I need to readjust myself to the timings of these bros attacks. Okay, let's try this again. But we'll just go with a normal bros attack this time. That seems much more effective. Okay, let's bounce on him again. Oh, I already killed Popple. Nice. That was quick. So, I don't think you're supposed to be able to kill Popple that quickly. That surprises me. Well, I mean, you can, obviously, if your strength is high enough, like, whatever the case. I still killed him much faster than I expected to. Let's see how much damage this does. The advanced version of the technique. Not as much as the normal version. What I'm guessing... So I've noticed that, oops. Whoa, that was spicy! So I've noticed that the advanced version of that attack that Mario's been using... Oops. Does more... Huh. Talk about anticlimactic. The advanced version of the technique does less damage than the base attack, base bros attack, which is interesting. I'm thinking that... See, Mario kind of looks like a drill when he does that. I'm thinking that what happens is it pierces through defenses. So if their defense is high, then it probably does more damage. I'm not sure.
Rookie, you bloated idiot! Who took you in when you were dazed and lost on the mountain? Me, you worthless vermin! I'm so ashamed. Meh, I don't care. See? We're fine as long as we get the Chocola Reserve. Let's not mess with these two knuckleheads. We'll scram and hurry on ahead. Yeah.
Okay, well that battle went pretty well. Pretty darn well, I'd say. Let's see if there's anything special up here. I don't think there is. I don't remember anything special being up here. But maybe. Just maybe. Doesn't hurt to explore a little bit. Wait. I don't think I've ever seen this before. Well, how about that? I did find something I didn't know about. Just so you know, any new viewers here. I have played this game multiple times in my childhood. I pretty much know what's up. But I never found that. That surprises me. I'm surprised I didn't know about that. Well, while we're at it, I didn't go over to that crate on the right. Why don't we check to see if there's like a hidden block there or something? Does not appear to be the case. I will save afterwards, or after this. There's something coming up here. A bros tutorial. These guys are French. I don't know if I can really do I don't think I can do a French accent.
Have I been saved? Rescued? Moi? Zut alors! Hello! I am the maître of the chateau. Cork, that is me.
That's about as good as I'm gonna get.
And moi, I am the petite brother of Cork. My name is Cask. We were stuffed into these barrels by two très bizarre characters. Are you the ones who saved us?
Peanut Butter and Jelly says hi. Hey, PB&J. Welcome to the stream, dude. Welcome to me trying and failing to do a French accent. How are you doing?
To get straight to the point. The two attacked us after the Chocola Reserve that lies in deep in these woods. And you are after the Chocola Reserve as well. The problem is, whether or not that legendary soda even truly exists. Why, even the two of us have never seen nor drunk that famed drink, the Chocola Reserve. Behind Chocolate Huck Woods is a sanctuary no one can touch us. Getting there is not easy. What? Those can stomp us on enemies. And armor rocks to little beats to make paths, are we? Perhaps those could get through the woods, but not with these moves alone. Gosh, I cannot do French. Cask, perhaps with that wonderful armor. Oui, très bien, mon frère. Indeed, little old moi was thinking the exact same thing. Pardon moi.
I cannot do a French accent. I don't know why I'm trying. I just cannot. I'm historically not very good with accents. Oh boy, but that was kind of fun. Jeepers, how many coins are in this block? Many it seems. Let's see if I can get on top of this crate. I'm starting to wonder if there are some hidden secrets I didn't know about. Like, it's kind of weird that there's just nothing over here. Whatever. After having a tete-a-tete with mon frere just a moment ago, we have decided to thank you for helping us. We have decided to teach you 2 armor techniques. These techniques that have been perfected and refined and passed down at the chateau. Jeepers. If you master these, they should help you in your bon voyage in these woods. Do you wish to try to master these armor techniques? I actually know some French, says PB&J. Do you now? What's peanut butter and jelly in French? Do you happen to know? Do you wish to try to master these armor techniques? First, Monsieur Green, give me your hammer. Oui, I see. With this hammer, first press the L button to choose your hammer. Okay, so this is the these are the bros moves where you can actually, the bro in the back can use the hammer to do 2 different things depending on who's in front. Then press the B button to swing. And voila, that is the secret hammer technique. Is this game on the Switch? Asks Rachel. It is not. This is a Game Boy Advance game, and I'm playing it on the Wii Virtual Console, or the Wii U Virtual Console, I'm sorry. So, if Nintendo ever brings Game Boy Advance to the online subscription, I suspect that this will be on there, but as of right now, no, this game is not on the Switch. There is a 3DS remake of it, but I don't know how much that really helps you out. And voila, that is the secret hammer technique. Swing the hammer high and watch it plunges down with the joy of the view. I don't know, of the woods. Anyone hit with such a technique would become micro-sized. Oui, très petite. Anyone this size would feel like a mouse. You could go into tiny holes for micro-adventures. To return to normal, just swing the hammer again in a superb whack d'amour. Yeah, that wouldn't just crush him down more. Ah, incredible! To think you could produce the jour of the woods on the first shot. Oh my gosh. Alors, perhaps you should try to put him back to normal. Excellent! Magnifique! You could be a genius! Now then, Monsieur Red, give me your hammers this time. This time, press start to switch positions. Then press the ZL button. In my case, it's the ZL button. There you go. I don't know why. I know why I'm reading this dialogue. I don't normally read the tutorial stuff, but these guys are just funny. This is the ultimate hammer technique. Très bien, no? Crashing down with a gust of wind with the power of the earth. Whoever is struck by this hammer will be completely buried and hidden in the earth. Of course, in this state, moving with the control pad is possible. One feels much like a mole. Why, we could even sneak under fences for micro-adventures. To come back above ground, just press the A button. And let's go try it. Let's do it. Ah, Bones! The power of the earth crashes down in a burst of wind. That was perfect. Ah, we just press the A button to pop out of the ground again. Bread cacahuète et jelly is French for peanut butter and jelly. Huh, well, I know that I butchered the pronunciation of that, but thank you for sharing. Fantastic! Now it is time to put these new hammer techniques to the test. Use the techniques you learned to get the 2 cola goblets in the room next door. The 2 goblets of which I speak are 2 of the Bean Kingdom's greatest treasures. The sparkling glass is brilliant. It is the perfect reward for you who have gained these techniques. So, messieurs, procure these 2 goblets. No problem, dude. We got this. there's actually a thing back here that I want. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have noticed, but anybody who's you know, been especially astute may have noticed these circles on the ground in various parts of the game. Well, these hide beans. In this case, well, in all cases actually, Chucklehuck beans are hidden in the ground. Blink! I got the red goblet, and now I can get those beans. And I'll show you what those beans are for later. It's actually a pretty neat thing that we can do with those beans. Well, I'll tell you now, actually. And I'll explain it more in depth when we get there. There's like a cafe in the Castle Town. It wasn't open when we went there because Castle Town was pretty much destroyed when we first got there.
Oh, you got the red and the green goblet. Monsieurs, you are amazing, incredible. There is nothing left for us to teach you. You have mastered the armor techniques perfectly. Well, monsieurs, you may enter Chucklehuck Woods in search of the famous cola, Chocola Reserve. There's this cafe where you can go to brew different types of coffee. Or bean juice, I guess is what they technically call it. Oh, this music. Gosh, this whole game is like, oops, a nostalgia trip. It's crazy. Well, I can't do any bros moves right now. Take that. Yeah, Luigi's gonna get hit by that. Anyway, that cafe, you can use the beans that you collect in the adventure to, wow. These guys have a pretty high defense, higher than I remembered. You can use the beans to create different types of brews. Like different coffees, basically. Okay, I'm gonna kill this guy. I definitely won't. Ooh, I love this technique. Watch this. Oh, that was awesome. I got a spike badge. I keep not being able to say what I want to say. There's a cafe, and you can use the 4 different types of beans that you get on your adventure to make different types of drinks. And those different types of drinks will augment your abilities. Like, there'll be a stat boost, basically. Like, they're a consumable. There's one type, I think it was the Hulumbian, that gives you 4 additional points in your power. Le Fanatic de Yoshi. Can you guess what that means in French? I'm guessing it means the Yoshi Fanatic. But yeah, every time you brew a new drink for the first time, you get a new reward in the form of like an equipable item. And those items, there's a couple that I want as soon as I can get them. And you'll see when we get there. So what should I... I'm going power. Oh, come on! Yes, says PB&J. Awesome. I'm not completely illiterate. Let's see, Luigi. Can you get a... He got a decent power boost. I think they're both at 39 now. I want to check. Well, I mean, that doesn't help much because they've both got badges on. Okay. Oh, and you probably noticed that there was a golden beanie there that I killed, and I got a special item for killing him. It was a spike badge. I believe it lets me jump on spiked enemies. I should probably go take a look at it. I think it's got actually some pretty good stats. So I will check that after I'm done with this fight. Nice. Meow. Strike with the force of the earth, with the power of the wind, or something like that. Okay, let's do it. Chopper Bros time. I love that. You know, when I first played this game, I thought you could only hit the A button once there to do that spin move once. And one of my friends actually played through the game. I let him borrow it, and he told me that you could do that, and that was like a game changer. Because at first I thought that move was cool looking, but kind of lame, and oh hey,
Kind of lame in practice. Is there a Mario and Luigi game for the Switch? No, but there should be. There's 5 different Mario and Luigi games. There's this one. This is the first Mario and Luigi game, and my personal favorite. So this is Superstar Saga. The second one was on the DS, and it was called Partners in Time. That's probably, out of the first 3, I don't know. I want to say it's like the black sheep of the Mario and Luigi series, but that honor probably goes to one of the later games in the series, like either Dream Team or, well, absolutely Paper Jam. Anyway, it goes Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, then Mario and Luigi Partners in Time, which has some time travel, and Baby Mario and Baby Luigi, which that's fun. And the next one is also on the DS. It's Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. That one's a lot of fun. A lot of people's favorites is that one. Then the series moves to the 3DS. With Mario and Luigi Dream Team. I thought that was pretty fun. Changed up the series a decent amount. I mean, it has the things that make Mario and Luigi, but it made some changes. And then Mario and Luigi Paper Jam on the 3DS is currently the final game in the series. And most people didn't really like that one so much. And I haven't played that one, so I can't really say one way or the other. Let's do it! Also, if you're wondering why I'm using these bros moves so much, because these guys are honestly pretty easy to fight. It's because I want the advanced versions of the moves. So just for a little background for anyone who's new to this game, you have these bros moves that involve both Mario and Luigi. You can do solo attacks, and that's probably like it's the basic version of fighting, but you can use the bros together for these high damage moves that take up a certain amount of bros points to perform. And you'll end up getting 4, I believe, but each version, each move that you learn has an advanced version of it. So once you've done the move enough times and Mario and Luigi like hit a certain proficiency, they'll get the advanced move, which has different perks. And it's a completely different like button timing and everything, and a different animation. It's actually pretty neat. It's what makes this game stand out in the series for me. Rachel says, thanks for explaining. Oh, no problem. Happy to explain. I'm kind of a blabbermouth when it comes to video games, so, you know, if you want me to explain anything, go ahead and ask. I'll be more than happy to oblige. Peanut Butter and Jelly says, Je viens de ma bonheur car to le meilleur YouTuber de tout l'univers. I have no idea. I have no idea what that means, but maybe it's a compliment, so thank you. Feel free to translate for me, PB&J. Ethan says, you've got the blessed with the Reset Gamer Groove. Huh? You got the blessed with the Reset Gamer Groove. I'm sorry, I don't understand. PB&J says, I can't tell you what it means, it's a secret. Well, you know what? I can figure it out. Haven't said that. Oh, well. French to English. Come on. Open in Google Translate. French to English. I just subscribed because you are the best YouTuber in the whole universe. Oh, well, thank you. Hey, I was right that it was a compliment. Thank you, PB&J. Okay. So. Let's move on. I don't think I can really do anything this way yet. Yeah, no, I can't do anything this way. Look at this giant guy.
No matter what you hit me with, you can't knock me down.
I think. I most certainly can, but not yet. I can later in the game. Alright. So like I said, I want to be doing the bros moves a heck of a lot, because I want the advanced moves. I love the fact that we have advanced moves. Truly. It's one of my favorite features of this game. Okay. So, since we just got this new set of bros techniques, they're making us do a bunch of different things with them, which I like, personally. It's nothing too complicated, and I'm gonna know pretty much the answer to every puzzle here. Nice! That was awesome. Yeah. Take that. Oh, these guys are fast. Oh. Okay, so that actually was a very good demonstration of the two different attacks these guys do. Well, these guys do more than that. That fat Koopa Troops is cute, says Rachel. I was kind of thinking the same thing, and I was kind of wishing that those giant Koopas would show up in, like, a mainline Mario game. I don't think that they ever have. I'm pretty sure that they're just in this game. And funnily enough, there have been, like, giant fat Shy Guys in, like, some of the Yoshi games. So what gives? Now we need a giant Koopa. Well, I guess in the Yoshi series, there's two Koopa Troopa characters. Yeah, I think it's just two. Maybe Yoshi's Island DS and New Island did this, but in Yoshi's Island and Yoshi's Woolly World, there is a Koopa that becomes a boss, and in both cases, one of them, the Koopa turns into like a more turtle-like Koopa, which is kind of a weird way of explaining it. But he ends up walking on all fours and kind of creepy looking. And then in Yoshi's Woolly World, he basically just turns into a giant fat Koopa paratroopa. So I guess that kind of counts? I guess? Wow. Do 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 do. I love that I can just kill those guys on the counterattacks now. Like, those guys were never really strong. They're basically the Goombas of the Bean Bean Kingdom. What am I doing? Like, they're very basic enemies to fight. Okay, so Luigi leveled up first. Interesting. Since I like doing bros moves so much... Yeah, let's do it. Yes! Guys, I'm having much more luck getting Luigi's stats to level up than I am with Mario. I think Luigi's gonna be my guy. Yeah. Like, I was talking about how, in the last stream, I was talking about how I always used to like having Mario the highest level out of the two of them. Because he was the older brother, it made sense to me. With my 15-year-old logic back in the day. 10 to 15-year-old logic. But I think for this playthrough, at least the way that I'm getting these bonuses, Luigi's gonna be the guy. Oh. Wow. How? Serenity says, Jeff, how was the party when I was asleep all day? I didn't go to the party. The party that she's talking about, by the way, is, my sister-in-law's, bridal shower. She's getting married in 2 weeks. So, we had the bridal shower tonight. But I didn't go to that party because it's a bridal shower, not really a guy's thing. Let's do it. So, oh my gosh! So I didn't go to the party. I don't really know how it was. But Sky said she had a good time. So, I'll bet it was good. Oh, I should have given Luigi more syrup. Sorry, syrup. We just described in the last stream that it's not pronounced syrup, it's syrup. Oops. Gosh, I'm getting my butt kicked. I love this battle music. Like, I was I was playing one of the Mario and Luigi games sometime this week. I think it was Sunday. I didn't really have any time to play video games this week because of work, but sometime over the weekend, I think I played the remake of this game, and the music just doesn't hit home as much as this one does. So that's right. I was supposed to. Serenity says, I say syrup like syrup. Yeah, that is not correct. So, the spike badge actually looks like it would be fine for Luigi. Let's do Luigi's. No, that's not worth it. I don't need that. We're good. I'll just end up selling the spike badges at some point. Probably. Gosh, I really am not getting the timing on those. That's kind of embarrassing. Let's do it. Pew. Take that, Shy Guys. You know, using the bros moves on these guys is like my favorite analogy or explanation of it when you, like something's just complete overkill. It's like using a bazooka to kill a fly. And that's what I feel like killing those enemies with the bros attacks is doing. Rock 2 says, "Say, fellas, did someone mention the door to darkness?" What is this, Kingdom Hearts? Welcome to the stream, Rock. How are you doing? I don't think I haven't saved in a while. I probably should. Let's go ahead and save. Ah! I love those, passport pictures. By the way, later in the game, not too much later actually, I think we might be able to, after Chucklehawk Woods here, we'll be able to retake those passport pictures. It sounds like syrup. It sounded like Psy and then rup. I think the correct pronunciation of syrup is syrup, not syrup. I don't know. You could make the case for syrup, I guess. I mean, that's kind of how it's spelled. I am Chuckleroot, protector of woods. Why do you split your body into 3 pieces? A head is great tree, Mother Chacolola. Only some may pass, some who find all 3 kinds of chocola fruit. White chocola fruit, red chocola fruit, and purple chocola fruit. Find 3 types of chocola fruit here, then I let you pass. Rock says, okay, let's pretend that I wasn't a whole minute behind. Oh, oops. You know, that happens sometimes. So, I gotta go find the 3 different types of chuckle beans, I guess. Well, they're not chuckle beans. That is how it is spelled, says Serenity. I mean, yeah, syrup, it is spelled like that, but in the English language, there are 2 different pronunciations usually for, like, the vowel sounds. And some people say Y is a vowel, but some people say it isn't. Regardless, it has the hard I sound, like I, and then it has like an E sound. Like when you say happy, you don't say happy, even though it's spelled H-A-P-P-Y. You don't say happy, you say happy, and that's the kind of sound it makes sense to me for syrup. Yeah, food for thought. Speaking of food, syrup and French toast sticks, lovely combination. Guys, I've been thinking about French toast sticks an awful lot recently. Like a whole ton, because I've recently learned how to make my own French toast sticks. Like deep fried and everything. Like, you know those boxes of frozen French toast sticks you get at like grocery stores or like buying the French toast sticks from Burger King for breakfast in the morning? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I can make those now. So why didn't they spell it happy? Well, because E at the end of a word like that normally denotes that the vowel that comes before it is like a hard or a long sound. It's short vowels versus long vowels. And if the E is at the end like that, you would pronounce the word like hape. So, yeah, that's why. The English language is weird. Did I tell you guys that? The English language is weird. It's interesting because the second hardest language in the world to learn if you are not a native speaker is American English. Because, like, there's so many different rules and so many different pronunciations for the same letters. And then there's, well, screw the English language, says Rock. I wish I could say that, but I am a native English speaker, so that's kind of just my thing. But, like, there's also so many exceptions to the rules. Like, you guys, I don't know if you heard the, I'm sure you have, the rule, I before E except after C, right? Like, like review, for example. Review is a word that is, I before E, because the I and E comes after the letter V. So it's spelled R-E-V-I-E-W. But for the word conceived, for example, or conceited, the E comes before the I because that letter combination comes after the C. But there's exceptions to that rule. Like the word weird. The E and I come after the E and I combination comes after the letter W, which is not C, but it's still spelled W-E-I-R-D. I feel like this is a spelling bee stream all of a sudden. So there's lots of those little exceptions, you know, that make the English language so difficult for a non-native speaker to learn. Now, I did note that American English is the second hardest language to learn in the world. And you know what? I'm gonna have you guys guess. Can you guess what the first hardest language in the world to learn is if you are not a native speaker? I don't want to give it away until at least someone's guessed. But I'm sure that, like, when we do tell you the answer, or when you guess the answer, like, no one's gonna be surprised. It's not a very surprising answer. Okay, chuckle beans. But yeah, I was saying that I recently learned how to make those deep fried French toast sticks, and boy, I love it. I recently had a couple of my friends over for Black Friday. And it's a tradition that we have every year, that we get together to go out for Black Friday, then just spend time playing video games together during the day. Random guess, Italian, says Rock. No, it's not Italian. Anyone else want to guess? But I decided that for Friday morning, since I learned how to make French toast sticks, I wanted to make French toast sticks. There were 6 of us in total. Well, including Jeremiah, our 2-year-old. He's almost 2. He's 22 months. So, like, 7 of us, I'll be generous and say 7 of us, but I made 80 French toast sticks. 80. 80. That is a ton of French toast sticks, and we had a very hearty amount left over. Rachel says French. Nope, it's not French either. Anyone else? Good guess though. Probably would be for me, to be honest. Like, I'm not good at languages just in general. Anyone else want to guess? How have I already been streaming for 42 minutes? That's nuts. Japers. Like, it feels like I just started the stream. What gives? Alright, I'll go ahead and tell you the answer now. The hardest language in the world to learn, if you are not a native speaker, is Mandarin Chinese. Mostly because they're, I feel like it's mostly because of their letter system. I know that's what makes it hard for me to want to learn it. They're kanji. Gibberish, says Rock. That's pretty much what Mandarin Chinese is. But yeah, their letter system is well, in Japanese it's called kanji. Just a quick aside from that, the Japanese took Chinese letters and kind of made them their own, and they call those letters kanji, literally Chinese letters. The Zuck is that, says Rock 2. It's like in China, there's different provinces, and different provinces have slightly different like inflections and different like variations to their words. So I think Mandarin Chinese is like a subset of Chinese. Oh boy, I'll get to that in just a moment. Oh jeepers, I am terrible at dodging these guys. Here's my second chance. There we go. Nice. I even counterattacked them. Nicer! PB&J says, I just found the longest word in the world. It is, oh boy, some sort of disease. Pneumono ultra microscopic silicovolcanoconiosis. I don't know what that is. I know it's some sort of disease. I think we talked about it before on an older stream. And Retro Records says, hey Retro Records, welcome to the stream, dude. Welcome to part 2 of Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. How are you doing this evening? Rachel says, what is your favorite Yoshi game? I actually put together a top 10 Yoshi games video, laying out what I think are the best games, but I'll go ahead and spoil it for you if you don't mind. It's not a surprise. It's a Yoshi's Island. Both the Super Nintendo and Game Boy Advance versions are fantastic. I feel like they hold up fantastically to this day. The gameplay is so good, and the difficulty is very well balanced, I feel like. It's accessible enough for a new player to play, hard enough for completionists to get everything, but it also has a good difficulty curve that the game gets more difficult. Most games get more difficult as you go along. And I feel like Yoshi's Island does a great job of balancing that out. Like, it still gets pretty difficult at the end of the game, even if you're not going for 100% completion. But yeah, it's just awesome. It's not a game designed for 5-year-olds, you know? Like, it's actually made for pretty much everyone. It's not like Crafted World, for example, where it's obviously a baby easy game. I'll get to those comments here in a moment. Retro Record says, I'm doing good. I'm glad to hear that. And Rock2 says, learning dumb languages edition. Yeah. Yep, that's the stream, guys. Okay. Retro Record says, I was in a Smash tournament last night and got knocked out of the tourney by a camping character, so that was kind of rough. Oh, man. Which character is that? A camping character. Someone with a long-range attack. I don't know. There's a lot of those. Rachel says, my favorite Yoshi game is Yoshi's Woolly World. That's actually number 2 on my list. Yoshi's Woolly World is fantastic as well. And actually, I've said this before on the stream, but for anyone new, Retro Record says Robin. Ouch. Thoron! L Thunder! And whatever other attacks he does. Elwind! Nosferatu! All those Fire Emblem things. I've told this on stream before, but for anyone new or hasn't heard this before, Yoshi's Woolly World was the very first video game that I ever followed from its announcement all the way to its release. Like, it's a game that even though it came out in 2015, I feel nostalgic for, just because I was so excited about the game coming out. And yeah, I followed it from its E3 2013 announcement, 2014. I feel like it was 2013. All the way to when it released in 2015. I was very excited for that game. PK Thunder Fire Emblem Edition. PK Thunder! It's about right. Man. PB&J says, Je vais chercher de l'eau maintenant BRB. Basically means I'm gonna get some water, BRB. Okay, you get that water, dude. And while you're at it, get yourself a PB&J. You deserve it. Okay, let's go down the left route first.
I am the granddaughter of the great Chuckle Root. This is my room, and may I say, how dare you enter a woman's room uninvited? Well, since you're here, I've got a secret to share with you. Have you noticed the spots on the ground that look like this?
Yes.
These are spots where beans lie buried in the ground. If the green one digs beneath the earth, the beans will pop out of the spot of the ground. There are a total of 5 beans hidden here. Find all 5 and I will open the door up ahead.
Find them? Gosh, where in the world could they possibly be? Where, they're so well hidden, I can't even fathom. Where are they? Guys, I'm having difficulty. Where are the 5 beans? Where are they? Found them.
You found all 5. You have done very well. If you find marks like these on the ground, dig immediately.
Dig like your life depends on it.
Good night.
Nighty night. You know, I've never been in a Smash tournament. I don't think I'm really good enough at Smash Bros. To be in a Smash tournament. How was the experience, Retro Records? I feel like you've told me that you've been in Smash tournaments before. Or at the very least, in one of the streams you told me you were prepping for one. Mamma mia! Wiggler mad. I stomp on Wiggler. He or she is mad. So, I have a question about these Wigglers. All the Wigglers I think that I've ever seen have flowers on their heads. Like, are all Wigglers girls, or do all the Wigglers just like wearing flowers on their heads, or is it just a part of their body? Or what does a male Wiggler look like? I have so many questions. Retro Record says, I've been in the Smash tournament only once before, and that was when I really sucked, so I didn't make it far. Fair enough. That's one more Smash tournament than I've ever been in. Peanut Butter and Jelly says, did I ever tell you that I am very good at making sculptures? You did not. What kind of sculptures do you make? And Rachel says, have you played Paper Mario Origami King? I have. I actually streamed that. Whoa. I actually streamed that when it first came out. I had fun. That was not the attack I wanted. Oh well. Why? But why, though? Okay, let's kill him. Or her. Or it. I don't know. Well, that was easy. Retro Record says, tournaments are fun, but it can be kind of annoying waiting for people to check in, or people just not checking in at all. Well, I mean, it sounds like it was a good experience either way. I almost forgot to get the bean that I just fought for. So there you, so then you end up waiting like 30 minutes for one match. Yikes. That's a little rough, but I don't know. Still sounds like a fun time. I'm not good enough at Smash Bros. To want to go to a tournament myself. But yeah, it sounds like it's fun. Oof. Wow, I am not good. Not good at all. How do I get that rusty after not playing for a week? How does that happen? Wow. Never gonna get the advanced moves if I keep screwing them up like this. Wow. Oh, there's a fun attention to detail that I really like in the battles here. So there's 3 different types of attack you can do. There's jumps, there's hammers, and then later in the game there's elemental attacks. And whatever oh right, I forgot to mention that it was online. This is Retro Records. Ooh. An online tournament. Interesting. So it's not like I was just doing nothing while waiting. Okay. Well, that's good at least. You can go make yourself a sandwich or something while waiting for the next person to show up. But yeah, whatever type of attack you finish up the fight with, Mario and Luigi's victory stance will be different. So in this example, they're gonna do like a hammer kind of stance. Yeah. PB&J says, I make peanut butter and jelly related sculptures, and I also make little tiny landscapes that have little tiny houses and little tiny people eating little tiny peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Why am I not surprised that it has something to do with PB&J? But that's awesome. It sounds far more ambitious than any art related thing I could accomplish. I am not an artist. Yeah. But that's awesome. Do-ba-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Ah, mushroom. I may as well start using some mushrooms, because I've got like 50 of them. So which beans have I gotten so far? Have I gotten 2 yet? I swear I am just not paying attention to the beans that I'm getting. I think I'm about to get my second one. You know, I said earlier in the first stream that this game holds no surprises for me, but even still, it's been so long since I've played the game that I am a bit rusty and I don't remember where everything is. So... okay, yeah, I got all 3. We're good to go. Let's get going. Let's go fight the boss. And I think I've killed pretty much every single enemy in this area. You know what would be really interesting to see? Is a pacifist run of this game. Like, trying to avoid all the enemies. Oh, that must make the final boss so hard. Rachel says, I think you have the red and white bean. You were correct. I did have all of the beans. I had the red and white bean, and I just had to find the purple one. And now I do have it. Wondermus! You found all 3 Chocola fruit types. I am amazed. Very well. You passed very well. Go.
Yes! Oh, yes! The path is open! We were stuck and couldn't get past here, see? Hiding here and waiting for a couple of schmoes was brilliant! Alright, rookie, let's not waste any more time. We're golden, see?
Yeah, you're golden, alright. We'll see you there. Oh. So, whenever I'm playing an RPG or something like this, which is not often, mind you, I'm not a big RPG fan. Except for this. I really like the Mario and Luigi series. Anyway, in these games where you have, like, resource management, just like in real life, I'm stingy with, you know, resources. So I end up getting, I haven't even bought any items, and I have 52 mushrooms. And I've been using the syrup more because, well, I like Bro's moves, and, yeah, that requires syrup. Did I call it syrup again? I'm sorry. What do idiots drink? Soda. What do sodas call their dads? Pop! A hippie's favorite soda? Granola cola. So, anyone new to the streams, I love doing an old man voice, and that is my old man voice extraordinaire. Where's my pudding? Rachel says, would you rather play RPG or platformers? Oh, platformers. Absolutely platformers over RPGs. Like I said, I'm not a big RPG fan. See, the thing with RPGs is, in order for me to find it enjoyable, it's gotta do something special in, like, either like an action RPG or like this, a turn-based RPG that has a lot of interactivity going on. I'm just not a big fan of most turn-based RPGs. Or games like Xenoblade Chronicles where, you know, well, in fairness, I haven't really tried the Xenoblade games. I probably should. But anyway, games where like your characters attack on their own and you kind of just press buttons to do active abilities and stuff like that. I'm not a big fan of that sort of stuff. My name is Bubbles. I built Chateau de Chucklehuck and I founded Chocola Cola Incorporated. And I am the ultimate comedian with the laughing and the chortling and the har har har. Yes, messieurs. Indeed, what you see before you is the most legendary of puddings, I mean sodas, the Chocola Reserve. And I am pleased to tell you this Chocola Reserve is yours to enjoy. Arr, arr, arr. I've worked on Chocola Reserve for 1,000 years. Gosh, this guy's old. I'll respond to your comment here in a minute. Telling it joke after joke so it would mature, and then mature some more, and then yet more, until at last the greatest soda of all would be completed with the fizz and the tastiness. Because it is a soda of such high caliber and repute, rude guests meet a fate such as this. Dull, Troy.
That's no ordinary soda, see? We can't stand up to such a beverage.
Gosh, that must be one heck of a soda. The great Chocola Reserve is a thing to savor, with the flavor and tang and yum in the belly. And I forgot to mention it's also a raging beast of a monster. Ah, it is wonderful, so wonderful. The great soda shines. However, that was not the only hidden soda power that my jokes have bred over these 1,000 years. Now I insist you fully experience the texture, taste, and aroma of Chocola Reserve. Bon appetit!
Yeah.
I have to fight a soda monster. Okay, so I've got a couple comments to catch up on here. Rachel asks, why does Bowser have a blue head? It's because currently in the game as it stands, he's lost his memories. He has amnesia. And that guy, that green guy over there, ended up taking him in and making him his lackey. And I guess when he took him in, he wanted him to put on like a blue mask. So that's what that is. And PB&J asks, what is your favorite superhero in Marvel? Mine is Bruce Banner. Are you talking about Marvel Comics or the MCU? If we're talking comics, Spider-Man. Definitely my number one pick, Spider-Man. And in the MCU, I'd have to say Captain America. Big fan of Captain America. Alright, let's take this guy out. First... Okay, that sucked. First we have to take out his shield. And then we can... Wow, I suck! And then we can really go to town on him.
Meow.
Okay, let's go to town on this guy. So right now, only hammer attacks are gonna work. For whatever reason, like, the top of his head is like, almost impervious to my attacks. And, like I said, for whatever reason, I don't really know. Ouch. After a certain point, like, I'll damage him enough to the point where, like, he kind of recesses a little bit into his body. And, then I can start damaging him with regular, or with jump attacks. But until then, hammer attacks are the way to go. Yep. Also, I'm not really sure what that is that he's shooting out of his sword. Yes, advanced move. Let's go. Nice. Let's try to get the advanced move for this. It'd help if I got the timing. There we go. And then that guy comes back out. Funny pigs are real hams. Ha ha! I'm hilarious. Oh, yeah. Status effect. There's the advanced version of this attack. Well, I did it. That was easy. I'm probably going to say that about most of the bosses in this game. I'm pretty good at this game. I'm going to go health. Let's also go with, no, we're gonna increase Luigi's speed. Wow, by 4 points apparently. No! But the jokes, the puns, the humor I've saved up over the last 1,000 years. Au revoir. Yeah, you're not gonna just try and mature the drink more after that. You're just gonna, you know, send it away. You're just gonna, you know, get rid of it. I've spent the last 1,000 years on it. It might take me another couple of months to get it back to where it was before. No, I'll just get rid of it. Serenity says, boo! Did I scare you? I accidentally fell down the basement stairs and I went to the hospital. I am definitely telling the truth. I'm sure you are. Although I would believe it if you fell down, or I would believe you falling down the stairs. I've fallen down the stairs once or twice here at my house. Okay, so back in the day... Oops. Back in the day, I wouldn't fight any of these guys because I didn't want Luigi to have more experience than Mario. Again, 10 to 15-year-old Jeff logic. But now I'll take them out. I'll pretty much fight any enemy that I find. And besides, like, both bros get different opportunities to fight on their own. So it'll even out. Not that it really matters. It might matter for a different RPG game. Like Pokemon, for example. Which I haven't played, but as far as I understand it, like, you get different Pokemon throughout your adventure. Gotta catch them all, after all. Oop, I wasn't watching. Anyway, you get different Pokemon, and you can use different Pokemon, or whatever Pokemon you want, in the battles. And those Pokemon will level up the more you use them. And that might make sense, because they have different elements and different attributes. Alright, round 2. So you might want different ones to be a higher level. But in this case, it doesn't really matter, because Mario and Luigi, even though they have slightly different attributes, they're not really that different. Like, to the point where you would want to really level up one further than the other. So, I don't know. PB&J says, did Mario get superpowers? No. He kind of will later in the game. Mario got dunked into that vat of Chocola Cola. And that's going to be real funny here in a minute. You know, I don't know why I'm bothering to break some of those rocks that aren't in my way. It's not like they can hide beans in there. Go, Luigi! Did Mario get superpowers? I mean, like I said, he kind of will later. Both Mario and Luigi do get elemental abilities later in the game. Not much later. We might actually get there in the stream. Although, I have been streaming for over an hour now, so now I kind of have my doubts that we'll get there. But we'll see. Meow. Again, I don't know why I'm breaking the rocks that aren't in my way. Because it's not like they can hide beans here. I can't get to this area with Mario and Luigi. Emily says, "Hi, Jeff. Hi, Emily. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga Part 2. It's been a while. How are you? And how's chasing the family? It's been a while since I talked to you guys." Rachel asks, "What happened to Mario? I had to get something." So after the fight with that cola enemy, both Mario and Luigi fell down a pit, and Mario got separated from Luigi. He fell into that vat of cola, and he's kind of just stuck there at the moment. So Luigi's getting him. Go, Luigi! And yep, that's the vat of cola he fell into. Alright, Mario, let's go. So if you weren't here for the last stream, the whole reason that we went to that area to get the Chocola Reserve is to heal the queen here of an ailment. The bad guys in this game fed her a belly black worm, which transformed her into this horrible beast. So the only thing that could heal her from that is this Chocola Reserve, and that's what we went and got. Emily says, "Doing well. Just checking to see how the stream is going." It seems to be going pretty well. We've been going for about an hour, making some pretty decent progress, and I'm having fun. And that's what really counts at the end of the day. I hope you guys are all having fun too. Well, look at this. A very Mario-esque fellow, and there's some other guy. What? What is it? Mario's gut is filled to the brim with Chocola Reserve? It's sloshing around his insides? Gross! That's terrible, and sort of disgusting. We must contact Lady Lima immediately. By the way, what's Chocola Reserve? Shh, I have no idea. Okay, there's the queen. She's a hulking beast right now. Grr, grr, grr. Queen Bean has been in a deep sleep, just as you see her now. Did you truly obtain some of the legendary Chocola Reserve? I sure did. Here. It's like a mother bird feeding her babies. Blarf! There's the belly black worm. I had no idea that she was gonna literally say that same thing exactly word for word. That's just a coincidence, I swear. Also, we're letting that thing get away. Why don't we just go smush it with my hammer? That would probably be the more responsible thing to do. And there's the queen. That is one heck of a laugh. Oh, success! A truly repugnant, yet truly tremendous success! Queen Bean has returned! Plop. Oh, that's the hardest I've laughed in a long, long time. Well done, Lady Lima. No, Your Highness, it is not I, but rather the Mario Bros whom you must thank. So Cackletta has stolen Princess Peach's voice and the Bean Star. It was my fault. Nonsense. But why would Cackletta steal the Bean Star and Princess Peach's voice in the first place? The Beanstar is the protector of this land, and it has the power to grant any and all desires. To prevent such power from being used for evil, the Beanstar was cast into a deep sleep. It is said that the voice of a great beauty is required to wake the Beanstar from its slumber. It must be the voice of a pure and noble soul. In this day and age, Princess Peach is the only one who possesses such a voice. So, the reason Cackletta stole Princess Peach's voice, aha! She must plan to awaken the Beanstar and fulfill all of her desires. And truly, there's no mistaking her one true desire, to rule the world. Fear not, I foresaw this desire of hers long, long ago. We are prepared. Card for card, we have a better hand than she. Your Highness, Prince Peasley has arrived. Perfect timing. Master Mario, Master Luigi, head out to meet Prince Peasley. Print Peasley, yeah. Printing that Peasley. Print that Peasley on some 8.5 by 11 paper. Okay, so being an RPG, obviously there's going to be a decent amount of exposition. RPGs are known for having, stories, obviously. So pretty much any time that we get in those long exposition stretches, I will read through all of them just to get through them. But I try to read in voices that, make it a little more entertaining. I hope that those sections don't become too much of a drag for you guys. There's Prince Peasley. I wanted to say this in the last stream, but didn't get to. I think I think this guy should get his own game. Like, I was always a fan of Prince Peasley. Cheers to Red and Greeny. Thank you for your help earlier. I think part of it is because he has a sword. Serenity says, but I fell down all of the stairs and then tried to go up the stairs and then I fell down them again and then I tried to get up, but then my back, legs, arms, hands, nose, feet, and head broke from tumbling down the stairs. That's something. That's pretty extreme. Prince Peasley, excellent work on your mission. Have you learned the whereabouts of Cackletta? Thanks to you. Absolutely! Southeast of this castle is Woohoo University. Woohoo University! Our local research institution. Sounds like they'd have a good time there. Cackletta and her underlings have just snuck in there, into Woohoo University. Don't ask how you can break your feet. Oh, you most certainly can. Woohoo University is the perfect place to awaken the Beanstar, is basically what Queen Bean just said. I intend to march into Woohoo University right this instant. May we meet again. Master Mario, Master Luigi, this may be our chance to recover Princess Peach's voice. I shall inform the locals that you are to be allowed passage on the road to Woohoo University. Well, let's not get too excited. I've got a couple things I want to do first. Castletown is restored, by the way, so I want to go take advantage of that fact. Let's do this first. That was a waste of time. Oops. It's this way. Yes. Yes, I have done it. What? What does it look like, says Serenity? What does breaking your foot look like? I mean, pretty much how any other bone-related injury would look, I suppose. I mean, there's a lot of different bones in the feet. Like, the toes are made up of 2 different bones, I think. There's a couple of different bones that make up, like, the actual main part of your foot itself. Also, who is Emily, asks Serenity. Emily is Chase's wife. Chase was one of my friends is one of my friends from high school. Recently made a big move, so, moved to a different part of the country, so I don't really get to see him anymore, but I do try to keep in touch every once in a while. How much coins do I have? 541, that's not gonna be enough. That guy charges like 500 coins per character to get... Wait, no, is it only 100? It might only be 100. Yes, I do. Okay, it's only 100 coins. Okay, let's do it. I forget what the poses are, but we can do it. Let's do it. Okay, I love it. So these are different poses than you got earlier in the game. Also, Jeremiah has woken up. He doesn't go to bed for me, so Sky's gonna have to get him. But she may choose to let him cry it out, in which case he'll be crying for a few minutes, so I'm sorry if that's annoying for you guys, just bear with me. 100 coins. Let's see what Luigi's poses are. Oh! Those are funny poses. Have you heard of Lego Super Mario, says Rachel? I have. The Lego sets with Mario that have these interesting functionalities for Mario. Has like kind of a light up face. And different functions for like different types of Lego blocks that he lands on. At least as far as I know. I don't really know too much about them. But I've heard that there are like different sets that are coming out. So that's neat. Okay, so we have 31 Woo Beans, 5 Who Beans, 17 Chuckle Beans, and 17 He Beans. I think I'm gonna need some more beans before I really go to town. Well, let's see what we can get here. Hey, this is the famed Star Beans Cafe. Star Beans. I forgot what the name of this cafe was. Apparently it's Star Beans. That everyone's a buzz about. Got any complaints? Compliments? Now you already know about our special Star Bee system, right? Yes, I do. So we're gonna go ahead and make some coffee. Okay, I'm only gonna be able to make 2 different types, but I'm gonna make this one and... or bean juice, I think is what they call it. It's not coffee. Maybe it is coffee. I mean, coffee's bean juice. Jeremiah is not happy. I assume that Sky's letting him cry it out. Correct, says Rachel. Okay. Yeah, I know about it, but I haven't gotten my hands on it or anything. Not a big Lego guy. Maybe I will be when Jeremiah gets old enough to really enjoy Legos. We'll see. Oh man, I've got a bad feeling about this. Hey, do you guys recognize this music? It's from Luigi's Mansion. And the ghosts just love Luigi. There's Professor Egad.
Looks like the aroma of your new drink has drawn all of the ghosts in this place.
Oh, I was wondering who it could be, if it isn't the beloved owner of our cafe, Professor Egad. Suck up that ghost with your vacuum, your poltergust, my dude.
Welcome to my Star Beans Cafe. Seeing you two, this is a most unexpected chance of meeting.
Hey, you guys know the owner? That blending machine is our owner's latest invention.
Have you tried the drinks made by my latest invention, the wondrous Bean machine?
That is a very creative name, Professor Egad.
Its stimulating flavor will put a spicy tingling in your cheeks. Yes, quite a tingling indeed.
I don't like how you said that to me.
The rich aromatic fragrance of that drink. I sense that it's a drink that even I haven't partaken of. May I have a drink? A delicately bitter flavor, but one that makes me crave more. This stuff gives me the energy to push my ghost research into a new dimension. Thanks for that sampling. Here's a little something I invented in my spare time. Maybe it'll aid you.
I got the Greed Wallet. So this is what I was talking about earlier. The different equipable items. The Greed Wallet. The Greed Wallet works this way. If you when you defeat an enemy, they'll give you items and coins and experience. Now, if you have the Greed Wallet equipped, if you beat the enemy without taking damage, you'll get double the coins from that battle. I don't usually use that one. Usually the one that I use is the experience ring, which does that same thing but with experience instead of coins. It also works on bosses, by the way. So if you're able to defeat the boss without taking any damage, you get double the experience for it, which is a huge deal, because the boss usually gives you in the hundreds, or sometimes even thousands for experience. Oh, mercy, yet another fragrantly rich aroma. Oh, Professor Gad, we just now added this new drink to our menu. Well, great timing on your part. It's not timing that brought me here, no siree. Serenity says, Jeff, I am going to watch a different YouTuber now because you suck! But I will be back. Have a nice day, or night, while I'm gone. Alright, well, hopefully we'll see you in a little bit. Rachel says, are you excited for Christmas? I'm always excited for Christmas. The older that I get, the less and less it is about the materialism of the holiday, and the more it is about just spending time with family. And now that I've got a child who, at the moment, is not very happy, but normally he's quite delightful, I'm very much enjoying seeing his face and his excitedness when we give him his presents for Christmas. The scent of that new drink drew me in. Yep. I assume you're excited for Christmas, Rachel? And anyone else watching this stream. I hope you all are excited for Christmas. I hope you all have a lot of fun and spend some time with friends and family for the holiday. The scent of that new drink drew me in. Yep. My gosh, JJ. From over the hills and across the sea, I came walking. Wow, that's some nose you've got. Now then, might I have a quick sampling of this new drink? How does it taste? Delicious! This may be the next big drink. You brewed well. Thanks for that sampling. Here's a little something I invented in my spare time. Maybe it'll aid you. There it is, the bonus ring. Oh, oog. All of a sudden, I have a bad tummy ache. Perhaps this drink I just drank is the cause of this ache. For the proof that every rose has its thorn. Maybe you just drank too much? Ooh, uh-oh, where's the restroom? Boss, you never built any toilets in this place. That's my Poltergust 3000, Luigi. Are you planning on being the new janitor? I can read. Are you planning on being the janitor around here? Oh, I'm so sad. Me too, because I want to do one more thing, because no, I think it's the fourth item that you get from brewing. It's or is it the third? There's an item that you can get from brewing this stuff. It's called the Great Force. It looks like a piece of the Triforce from the Legend of Zelda series. And what it does is it doubles the amount of damage you give and take. So if you are pretty good at avoiding damage, then that item is going to be great for handling bosses and, well, pretty much anything. Like, you do double the damage. Unfortunately, I don't have what I need to get that. Teehee Espresso. So this one gives you a random increase in stat boost. I'm gonna give it to Mario. That was actually a good call, because it was bros points. PB&J says, it's hard trying to watch you and a different YouTuber at the same time. I would imagine so. Which other YouTuber are you watching? We should also give this to Mario because he needs higher defense. I feel bad that we're giving these to Mario, but I've been rolling such low numbers for Mario that it kind of just makes sense. Okay, so before we leave Castletown here, there's a couple of things I want to do. I don't need any of this. Nope. I didn't mean to talk to you. I didn't mean it! I'm sure these guys have a lot of fun things to say, but I don't want to... The same as Serenity Stern!
This is PB&J. Oh, is that so? I don't know what one that Serenity's watching, so that's impressive if you know. I am perhaps this town's greatest intellect. Wait. Wait, hold on. Never mind. I am perhaps this town's greatest intellect. I'm not gonna bother reading this guy's stuff because there's way too much of it. I am Serenity, I tricked you! Ha 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 ha! I don't know if I believe you. If you obtain for me all 10 beanstones that wait beneath this town, I may perhaps reward you. By the way, my thesis suggests the ancient soybeans were perhaps quite short. Okay, so... Okay. So basically what that guy just told me is that there's 10 gems hidden here in Bean Bean Castletown, and he'll reward me if I find them all, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I was joking, says Peanut Butter and Jelly. I figured, because one of the tip-offs is Serenity I don't think knows how to redact messages. Okay, so there's like roughly, well, I guess there's a few other things. Anyway, I'm glad I was able to call you out on it. I was like, have I been duped for the last month of streams? My goodness. So, like I said, there's 10 different beanstones. And finding them all can be kind of difficult because, as you can see, in order to find them, you have to shrink Mario down, and for some reason that gives him like the ability to tell when something is underground. I don't know how that exactly works. I know that I can't tell when things are underground just by standing over the top. Maybe I'm not short enough. But either way, the tip-off for that is when you're talking to the professor guy. He says that his research suggests that the people who buried these stones were quite short. So there you go. That's your big tip. There it is. I finded it. Oh, right. There we go. Oops. I think I've got 5 now. So let's move on to the other side of town. Yeah, I'm gonna do a couple things here before I move on. I would really like to get the Great Force. So, I don't know how badly I want to do it. Badly enough that I'm willing to go back to the Chuckle Hug Reserve, or the place where I just was, to fight some of the beanies. I think that, yeah, they're literally just called beanies, because they give you woohoo beans, or woo beans, I think. And like, that's probably the easiest type of bean to get. So I think I can do that. Maybe I will, because I would love to bring the Great Force into that next area. I think that would be very beneficial. So, you don't really have to grind in this game, like, ever. But I think I'm going to, just because I really want the Great Force. I don't know if it's the 3rd or the 4th item that you get. I think it's the 3rd. But I could definitely be wrong. I feel like I've had the Great Force before going into the Woohoo University. Serenity says, I just came back and you think that I don't know how to retract a comment? Well, I actually don't know how to retract a comment. Haha! I know things.
But yeah, I feel like I've had the Great Force before going into the Woohoo University. So I'm going to try. Oh, watch this. I forgot that this was a thing. I don't know what it is that made me remember. But if you try to like jump on top of Mario when he's shrunken down like this, it doesn't really do anything. But you can jump and hit Luigi right in the crotch. And it gives you coins. But it also damages Luigi. So we're not going to do that very much. It's just kind of a fun thing. Like, if you really, really want to trade in health for coins, you absolutely can. So there you go. There's a tidbit for you. I know there's one up here. I think there's one up here? Question mark? Yeah, there's one here. How many of those do I have now? Let's check. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need to find one more. One more! One more is all I need to find. All I need to find now is one more. See, when I get down to just one bean thing left, it gets hard for me to find it. Never mind, I found it. What gives? Wait. There it is. I got it. Well, that's a relief. I didn't waste too much time finding it. Nice. Let's go talk to this guy. Oh, you have found all 10 of the soybean sparkling beanstones. With this evidence, I can at last announce my hypothesis, perhaps. Okay, what do you give me? A Bros Rock. Okay, before we equip that though, I do have one other thing I want to do. I gotta go talk to this guy who's lost his bean pups or whatever they're called. Yo, bros, you two traveling dudes. I am like hurting over here in a big way, bros. Can you help a bean out? Oh, beanlets. So this guy lost his 5 beanlets, like they're his pets or something. And I gotta go find them. Luckily, there's only 5, and I don't have to like look underground for them. So that's nice. They're a lot easier to find. Excuse me. Also, they're all inside, and sorry, they're all outside, and they won't go out of town. So it's basically just in these 2 screens that I have to look for them. And somehow I remembered where all of them are. Also, I am leaving you again because you hurt my feelings because I do not know how to retract a comment, says Serenity. Oops. Well, don't feel too ashamed, Serenity. There's no shame here. Alright, so we got the guy's 5 beanlets. That was a lot easier than finding the beanstones. You! Yo, my poor little beanlet buddies. You got them all back for me. And I got a gold mushroom. Well, I guess that was less of a reward. But, whatever. Let's check out my... Oh, I forgot to equip these. I may as well equip them. The greed wallet and the bonus ring. So the Bros Rock is good for both Mario and Luigi. It looks like it'll benefit Mario more. No. It'll benefit Luigi more, so we're gonna give that to him. And in the meantime, why don't I go ahead and pick out some more... Oops, that's not where I need to go. Get out of my way, dude! Let's go pick out some more badges and stuff. Gotta go. See you at the... Okay. Well, thank you for joining the stream, Rachel, and I hope we see you next time. Oh, if you haven't already, I've got a couple of videos that you might want to check out. The top 10 Yoshi games video, the Yoshi's Woolly World versus Crafted World video, and the, what would a 3D Yoshi game video. I assume you found my channel by one of those, but I've got a couple other videos, so go ahead and check them out if you haven't already. And, hopefully we'll see you next time. As you can see, this is a fashion, blah, blah, blah. Fashion, yeah, sure. Hot fashions. So, let's get Mario something nice. Those are bean trousers. I'm gonna want one of these new ones. Hard pants. And parasol pants. These boost defense during battles. I mean, my defense goes down when I'm wearing these, so that's confusing. I guess I'm more interested in the badges, because the badges are the more, like, you know, on the attack sort of items, so we're gonna get these. Increases counterattack damage? Yeah. Charity badge, manager special, what a bargain. Ethan says, hello, Jeff, I am back. I was gone for the last half hour talking to Dad a bit. Well, welcome back, Ethan. You didn't really miss anything quote-worthy, so that's okay. Yeah. How did that chess game go, by the way? I assume you won? So none of these are going to be good for Luigi. Let's go ahead. The most popular badge in the kingdom. The Bean Bee badge. No, I think I'm going to go with this one. It increases my power. I do want to equip it. So let's go ahead and pick out some pants. And then we'll go ahead and equip those. And those decrease Luigi's damage, but increase his health. I think I'm happy with his current set. PB&J asks, what would you do if you found out that I was actually Serenity Stern? This is PB&J. I don't know. I guess I would just be like, oh, that was a fake new viewer. I sad now. PB&J says, not that I am her. Yeah, no, I guess I would just be kind of sad that I didn't actually have a new viewer. Yeah. Serenity Stern, by the way, is, she's my sister-in-law. So, I know her in real life. Okay. So, now, I've done pretty much everything I want to in Castletown, but I really, really want to get that, Great Force before I go to the, before I go to Woohoo University. So we're gonna try and do that. And along the way, why don't I try and get the advanced version of that move? I don't think that those guys give me the... I just remembered something. There's more things I can do. So let's do those things. This is one of those things. There are some of these hidden challenges, not really challenges, but secret spots that they're optional. They're like a 2D platforming sort of section. And oh, they're not really tricky or anything, and they're not really super well designed because, well, the platforming in this game is not super great. It's not the primary function of the game, but they're kind of just like fun little sections, and you get an item at the end of it. We played a few games, I won them all, but Jacob definitely is better with white. I still beat him by a lot, but he just seems to hold a little better when he plays with the white pieces. Interesting. I am not knowledgeable enough to know enough what the difference is between the black and white pieces. I know that... Hang on. Excellent job making it all the way here. I got a golden mushroom. I know that the queen and king piece placement is swapped on the white versus black side, so that, at least I know that much. That chocolate bean kind of looked like a raw Minecraft steak. You know, I never saw it that way, but I'll have to take a look next time I get a chuckle bean. Okay, I'm gonna go fight some of these beanies, because I know that they give me, like, they have a decent chance at dropping a Hoo Bean. Yeah, sorry, Woo beans. Who beans are my favorite beans. Okay, so I need to get 25 of those. That's many. But we shall do it. We have a pretty good chance at getting Woo beans from these guys. So, I doubt that it'll take a super long time. Oops. What am I doing? Okay. So the reason is because he's one move ahead because white gets to go first. Oh, normally white's more offensive and black's more defensive. See, I never knew that. I got 2 Woo beans from that. I don't think this is gonna take too long. It's worth doing. Let's go get another Chuckle Bean. I think the Chuckle Bean here is... Okay, I forgot where it is. I was right here. Okay, let's take a look at this Chuckle Bean, see if it looks like a Minecraft steak. It kind of does, now that you say that. That's funny. Yes, funny. More Chuckle Beans. Hee hee. Ha ha. There's one here too. So the easiest bean by far to collect in this game is Woo beans. And I feel like the reason they designed it that way is because the Woo beans are used in every one of the combination drinks. Meanwhile, the other ones are not. So that's probably why the Woo beans are so much easier to get. But the Chuckle Beans are a close second. The Tee beans, I feel like, are third because you can get those by playing the different types of mini games. And then the Who beans, aside from one mini game where you can get like all the different kinds of beans, you can only find them out in the world. So yeah, those are definitely the harder ones to get. Let's go ahead and increase. What haven't I increased in a while? I guess stash. Let's do stash. I'll take it. Ethan says Jacob is an offensive player, so he does better with white. When he tries to be so offensive with black, he overextends and his king is super weak. Huh. Tee-hee! Says peanut butter and jelly. Tee-hee. Yep. There's the Tee-hee beans, there's the Woo beans, and there's the Who beans, and then the Chuckle beans. So many different types of beans. Yes. Let's kill him. I really just want the, I really just want that, that Great Force, and I also really want the advanced move. I really, really do. Let's see if there's something secret there. I've already found... No, there's not. I've already found some secret things in this game that I didn't know about before. Well, just one thing, actually. It was just a hidden area that I hadn't gotten to before. It just had some extra items. No big deal, but it was really cool to find. Okay. Those guys have a very high chance of giving you those Woo beans, so I don't think this is going to take too long. Just don't jinx it. Take that. Yep, Woo beans. Even those guys give you Woo beans more than I remembered. Okay, I guess I'm not gonna go back into Chucklehawk Woods, because I forgot that those guys can give you Woo beans. I've already got 9. Ethan says, it's funny because Dad is similar. He does worse with the black pieces. Lol. Interesting. Which side do you do better with, Ethan? See, I never realized that they made that big of a difference. Or that the placement did. Because, like, if you think about it, that means that, you know, well, the pieces, the king and queen pieces are swapped when comparing white and black. But the other thing is, like, I didn't realize this, but apparently the white side always goes first. You probably told me that and I just forgot. But is there anything up here? I think there is. Anyway, like just one move difference makes that big of a difference. That's really interesting to me. I think that there is something up there. I need to go check it out. Teehee is at the end of every video. I don't really want to say that name just because it's a little too close to something else. They are a YouTuber. Teehee. You know, that's also at the end of every oh, what's his name? It's not the Gaming Beaver, is it? There's a YouTuber that my I guess there wasn't anything up there. There's a YouTuber that my in-laws watch, or at least used to watch. I feel like it's the Gaming Beaver, but it probably isn't. There's a YouTuber they watch that always ends their videos with teehee. So that's kind of a familiar thing. I think I do slightly better with the black pieces, but only by a bit. I think the higher you get, the better you get at playing with both colors, says Ethan. And the higher you get, I assume, means the better and more experienced. I'm really surprised I haven't gotten the advanced move yet. Should I go to the Chucklehuck Woods? I'm not sure at this point. Because I feel like these guys give me a good amount of Woo Beans. Like, how many am I at now? I've got 10, and I need 15 more. I don't feel like this is taking that long. Plus, you know, grinding is always fine, I guess. I got nothing. You got nothing! Also, there's some items that I'm gonna get while I'm, like, running around looking for beans. That's definitely not the Gaming Beaver, because I watch him, he never ends that. Ends with that, lol. Says Ethan. Which YouTuber was it then? I don't remember. I know there was one, but I don't remember. One that you guys used to watch. I don't know. There, Mario finally leveled up. Yeah, I watched Ryan Higa's videos and they end with teehee. Is that the one I'm thinking of? Probably. Come on, Mario, big money! Yes! Finally! Remember he made the video that I showed you where he says, me? Yeah, I remembered which one the Gaming Beaver was, but I didn't remember if he did that at the end of his videos or not. I guess it must be Ryan Higa. Yes! This is Serenity. Where's the Chuckle Bean? Give me your Chuckle Bean. Do you not have a Chuckle Bean? How saddening. He does not seem to have one. Okay, anyway, there's an item that I'm gonna pick up while I'm out here. Also, let's go ahead and give Luigi some syrup. Yummies. Because I really want that advanced move. Ooh, Woo Beans. There's an item out here. I'll go ahead and give him some more syrup. Maybe I should buy some more syrup. I probably ought to. Also, for each of these battles, I'm getting double the coins and double the experience, so that's really nice. Alright, so the item that I'm gonna get while I'm out here. Yes, with the correct pronunciation from now on, says Ethan. Yes, indeed. This sounds disgusting, but it's called a bean fruit. And we are not going to be using those or putting them to any sort of good use in this stream. But you'll see later why I will be collecting them. Excuse me. it has something to do with Yoshis. Because there are Yoshis in this game, and I love that so much. The Yoshis actually have a bigger role in the next Mario and Luigi game, which, if you guys want me to, I can play sometime down the line. Probably not right after this, because I think I'll want to do something a little different from, the Mario and Luigi games after this one. I want to play Yoshi's Island DS or Yoshi's New Island, depending on when I get a graphics card that should probably do a better job of emulating 3DS games. Okay, it's these guys. Yow. Peanut butter and jelly says, it does sound delicious. Oh wait, you said disgusting. Yeah, I'm thinking like, you know, bean fruit. Like, I don't know if that's a combination that I'd ever thought of sounding good. I don't know, like, maybe I'm just being silly, but Clifford Longhead says, hi, Knight. Hi, Clifford. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Okay, come at me, Koopas. Yes. Okay, the hammer attacks aren't going to do diddly squat to these guys, but I do want to check something. So 61 damage with a properly timed. Did I say 61? Yeah, I said 61. 61 damage with a properly timed Splash Bros technique. What happens? Oops. What happens with the advanced version on these guys? Because I know that they're going to have a higher defense. Well, I didn't time that right, so that's not going to teach me anything. See, the hammer attacks don't do anything to these guys. So you may as well not even use them. Anyway, I wanted to say that when I do eventually get a graphics card, I think that did do more damage. When I do eventually get a graphics card, which won't be too long from now, I'll be getting my friend's old 1063 gigabyte version. Not exactly a high prestige card or anything, but, you know, better than what I've got right now, which is no graphics card. Take this, Mario. It's like, I bet Luigi's always wanted to do that. Just take that, Mario. Why don't we increase Luigi's? Honestly, Luigi's got some pretty good stats going right now. Let's increase his speed, though. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay. Sorry, I had to check something. Okay. I think we might have enough Woo Beans now. Those guys gave me no, we don't have quite enough yet. Almost there. But those guys gave me way more Woo Beans than I thought they would. Oh, no! That's okay. I get to go first. Boink. Never mind, I guess. I do not get to go first. So, I do want to... Oops. Never mind. 61 damage. Take this! I really want the advanced version of that move. I mean, for a lot of these attacks, or for some of these attacks, the advanced version doesn't appear to give any, like, real apparent advantages. But that one does. The advanced move of the knockout bros. Let's increase Mario's bros points. No. Health? Maybe. But stash. I haven't put any points into a stash for a while. Yeah, there we go. That was the right call. But the knockout bros, it just does straight up more damage. This one, the advantage of the Splash Bros advanced technique, I'm still trying to figure out. I think it pierces defense. I think that's what it is. Let's find out definitively. Nope. It just seems to do less damage. It's cooler looking, but I cannot figure out what the advantage to using the advanced technique is over the original version. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna have to buy more syrup. Syrup. It's pronounced syrup, Jeff. There it is. Advanced technique, baby. We figured it out. Oh, yeah. Did you know that I drink 92,000 pounds of water an hour? It's because I eat so many peanut butter and jelly sandwiches that I dry up if I don't drink 92,000 pounds of water. That's a lot of water. But yeah, if you eat a lot of PB&J, I can see how that dries out your throat. So, drink as much water as you need to, my dude. Do not go thirsty. Alright, here's the advanced technique. That sucked. I will try again in the next battle. But basically what it does is you can hit Mario back and forth, doing more damage to the enemy. And I think that if you, kill some of the enemies, Mario will just start bouncing between the other enemies. Gosh dang it, dude. Also, fighting these guys right now is great for me because I'm going to get the timing on this. Well, I killed him. Fighting these guys is great for me right now because they give me so much experience relative to my current level that it's kind of insane. Okay, so that doesn't do anything for me. It's insane because I'm a relatively low level right now, and these guys are relatively high level enemies compared to what I have been fighting. So they give me a lot of experience, and that just means I'll get to level up faster. Which, you know, if you're into grinding on the RPG games, that's perfect. But usually I'm not. I only wanted to do this for the he-beans. Or, sorry, he-beans. The who-beans. The woo-beans, they're woo-beans. That is a sadness. Do you guys know what a sadness looks like? Well, you just witnessed it. That's what a sadness looks like. Oops. Okay, here's another one of those guys. In reality, it's more like 1,000 pounds, says PB&J. Still, that is a substantial amount of, water. Like, I feel like I drink a decent amount of water, but still. Nope, I suck at that technique. Oh! I took damage. No! I don't get the double Heelys. Or the double Heelys, the double experience. That is a sadness. A whole one! That again is what sadness looks like. It's sadness incarnate. Okay, if I want to get through the Woohoo University in this stream, I should probably get my butt going here. Meow. Although the Woohoo University doesn't take too terribly long. Yeah, I got the one-up mushroom. Also, there's a secret here. I forgot. But that was pretty easy to spot. Is this like a reference to the secret zone at the end of World 1-2 and the original Mario Bros? I got the high-end badge. Let's see what that does. Auto boost power once during the battle. I don't think I like that. I will not be using that. I'm glad I have it, but I will not be using it. Excuse me. If I dry up for too long, I will turn into dust, like the Avengers in Avengers Infinity War. Dude, that is something you don't want to happen to your body. So, yeah, stay hydrated, my friend. I've been drinking a little bit more water in these streams because I'm just getting over a cold, so my throat's a little sore. Plus, some of these voices that I've been doing for the characters is a little tough on my throat. I won't lie. By the way, I don't really want to fight these guys. I don't need to at this point. I got all the woo beans that I needed. Anyway, what was I gonna say? I don't know. I was gonna say, gosh. My throat gets a little dried up from reading some of these characters. And I always like putting an extra spin on it, you know? So, yeah. Take that. Speaking of spin, I will get this knockout bros. Well, I at least got one rebound. There we go. Oh. Yep. I'm getting a good amount of all the different kinds of beans right now, so I cannot complain. Let's go back to Starbean's Cafe, and we'll make some more stuff. More stuff. I do like more stuff. More bean juice. Let's do it. Give me the bean juice. The woohoo blend. Nice. See, that didn't really take that long. That was like a 15 or 20 minute thing. Honestly, I think it was worth doing. One woohoo blend, ready to go. Once again, I've come from afar because of the scent of a new kind of bean juice. Oh, hey boss, what's with that weird vacuum? This is a highly improved model of the Poltergust 3000. It's the Super Poltergust 3001! If you've just got to know I've made the improvements I've made. It can now be ridden like this, and it's incredibly speedy. That looks incredibly speedy. There's no windshield on it. I also have had a flu, but alone the bright side, I don't have to drink 1,000 pounds of water. I only have to drink 50 pounds. Drink what you need to stay hydrated, my dude. I've heard it said that like 8 or 9 out of 10 people don't drink enough water. So, yeah. Well, let's fix that. Let's get that stat up. Or let's get those numbers down, I suppose. The number of people drinking enough water needs to be higher. You gotta get those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers. Okay, come on, give me the great force. My body and soul are melting into a syrupy sweetness. I'd better not drink more, or else I too might become a ghost. No! I wasted all that time. I wasted so much time. Don't leave me alone, 'cause I barely see it all. Don't leave me alone. Jeez. My voice cracked so bad. I've almost got enough chuckle beans. Guys, we're doing it. I'm gonna go get some more chuckle beans. I have to. I must. It's a requirement. I just really want that great force before I go into the the Woohoo University. I really want it. And at this point, like, I can get enough chuckle beans. And usually I don't come back to this area for a long time, so I may as well. Meow. Also, at this point, I can just stomp on those guys and they'll be dead. Like I can get the first hit and they'll just be dead. See ya. And they don't give anything, so it's not really worth fighting them. I mean, they give some baseline level of experience, but aside from that, they don't really give much. By the way, that Excite Spring that I just unlocked is nothing super special. It kind of gives you... It gives you a flutter jump in the battle so that you know, when you're counterattacking or trying to avoid an attack. When you're counterattacking or trying to avoid an attack, it makes the timing easier because you can just jump in the air and float for a few minutes, like a second or two. And, you know, that sounds helpful, but I'm pretty good at timing the jumps, so I don't really need that. I do have the ability now to get the chuckle beans, so I really want to do that. I really, really do. Also, I could have explored this place earlier. If he would drink the stuff, then turn him into a ghost, doesn't that mean the drink would kill him? Technically, yes. So don't drink too much of that drink. That's the moral of that story. Don't drink too much of that drink, or you too will become a ghost. Although later he comes into the place, he comes into the cafe with like this kind of like ghost blanket, kind of lets him, like, turns his body into like transparent almost, and lets him like have ghost-like attributes. Doesn't really mean he's a ghost, but you know, doesn't mean he's not. Go, Morrow! That's what happens if you drink too much water. Give me coins. I don't know if this is really worth it. Like, it's cool that it gives you coins. I wonder if it just always gives you coins. Nice. Give me that. How many beans do I still need to get? 3. I need to find 3 more beans. I feel like there are that many chuckle beans up here on the mountain, so we're gonna go after them, guys. I really want that great force. I think it'll be great for the Woohoo University. I mean, if I can't get them here, I'm sure there's elsewhere. There's other places I can get them. But like, I do remember some chuckle beans being up here on the mountain. I swear, I want to keep fighting these guys and getting level up and coins and stuff. I just enjoy it. Okay. I feel like I'm actually really doing good with the stat increases at this point. Like earlier in the stream and then in the last stream, I was having terrible luck with those rolls. I was getting like 1s and 2s, but now I'm figuring out how to like diversify that roll so that, you know, I'm actually getting a good number every time I get a roll. So I'm thinking that my stats are going to be pretty high at the end of this playthrough. You guys remember this place, right? This was from the last stream. Oh, there's one. No, Mario, why? Alright, I don't wanna deal with counterattacking these guys. There it is. I really like that advanced technique. Serenity says, Ethan, are you watching? If you are, you have to reply in the next 30 seconds. It's actually a pretty stringent time limit when it comes to these live streams because, you know, it takes probably 5 to 10 seconds for your message to show up on screen. And then it'll take him 5 to seconds to have his message show up on screen. And he has to type or speak that message. So, I mean, if he responds right away, then he might be able to do it. Spin! Okay, I know where at least one more bean is. It's up here. So, let's see if there are any more, and then I'll make my way down the mountain. I don't think that there's any more up this way, but I may as well check. It really does not take very long to get through this area. Especially now that, well, I'm pretty proficient at getting through these areas now, so I say that as I fail a jump twice. Meow.
Quit it.
I still have that mindset of wanting to kill everything. Because honestly, right now, it's kind of worth it. Because I get double experience and double coins just for jumping on their face and having the battle be over immediately. I mean, that's a little bit broken, honestly. Alright, let's go ahead and level up Mario's health. I feel like that could use a level up. Nice! I really am getting lucky with these rolls. Jeffy, what is your favorite Disney movie? My favorite Disney movie? Also, there was one more being up here. It was worth it. My favorite Disney movie. I have to think about that for a second, because there's a lot of Disney movies. I meant Jeff, says PB&J. You know, a surprising number of people have actually typed in Jeffy on accident. Most notably my brother-in-law. And it's funny. My favorite Disney movie. I can just rattle off a whole bunch that I do like. I liked Wreck-It Ralph. I felt like Tangled was a pretty good Disney princess movie. I don't know if the Marvel and Star Wars movies count, but those are technically owned by Disney as well. So I really liked Avengers Infinity War and Captain America the Winter Soldier. I'm not a huge Star Wars nut, but I did like most of the Star Wars movies a decent amount. I don't like the new trilogy, so yeah, there's that. What other Disney movies? Beauty and the Beast. That's actually Sky's favorite. Fox and the Hound was really good. I don't know if you've seen that one. That's an older one, but Fox and the Hound was great. Gosh, there's so many Disney movies. I don't know. Mulan was great. The second one sucked, but the first one was good. And no, I'm not talking about the live action one. Forget that. I'm not watching that. Yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and find whatever, you didn't die immediately? I'll fix that. There's just so many Disney movies. Like, just rattling off all the ones that I like would take a while. I don't know. What's your favorite Disney movie? I like Revenge of the Sith, says Peanut Butter and Jelly. You know, not a lot of people do. That seems to be one of those Star Wars movies that it's not even like it's that controversial. It's just people don't really like it. I personally like it because, you know, out of the yeah, the live action Mulan sucks, says PB&J. Yeah, I've definitely heard that. I'm not watching that garbage. But like out of the first two trilogies of Star Wars, I've definitely heard that I definitely feel like Revenge of the Sith has the highest production value. And the lightsaber fight between Anakin and Obi-Wan is honestly one of my favorites in the series. I really like that fight. Mostly just because it was super flashy and, you know, I'm a bit of a martial artist myself, so I always appreciate a good fight scene. And I hadn't watched the second movie, Star Wars 2, lightsaber gobbledygook. So I don't really, like, I hadn't watched that until like 4 years ago or something like that. And when I first watched it, I was actually pretty impressed by its production quality. That fight between Obi-Wan and Jango Fett was really good. I like that a lot. But yeah, I don't know. Hey, Ethan. What's your favorite Star Wars movie? I know you and your dad are really big on Star Wars, so you must have a favorite. You must! What do you like? What do you think of the live-action Aladdin? Because I kind of liked it, says PB&J. So, I liked it. I don't know, like up until Aladdin's live-action movie came out, I had never actually seen the original Aladdin. So when I went to watch the live-action Aladdin with Sky, and we went with a couple friends too. When I first went and watched it, it was my first exposure to Aladdin. And I liked it. I especially liked like the parkour stuff at the beginning of the movie. Revenge of the Sith, episode 3, says Ethan. Wow. So we got two people here who really like episode 3 of Star Wars. I felt like that's a pretty unpopular pick, but not in my group of people, at least, it seems. Anywho, basically, I wasn't super impressed with Aladdin's live-action film, but I'd never seen the original. I kind of just thought, you know, the story's a little blah. It's not anything that really gets me thinking too much. You don't really need to bend your brain thinking about anything in the plot because it's very, very straightforward. Kind of just a blah movie to me. And then I watched the original, like, that weekend with Sky. I like Revenge of the Sith too, says Serenity. So it's pretty much unanimous here. The Revenge of the Sith is the favorite out of this group. Anywho, I went home and watched the original Aladdin with Sky, and it was a little bit more racy, I would say, than the remake, just because Disney's, well, Disney. But really, it wasn't that much different. Like, honestly, the live version of Aladdin was a pretty good adaptation. And I think I just found out that I am not a really big fan of the Aladdin story. Like, it's fine. I don't think it's bad. I thought it was boring, I guess. Still, I will say that just like most of the Disney live action adaptations, Aladdin had very high production quality. I have to say they did a great job on, you know, the songs. I think the songs are better in the live action version, especially like the Prince Ali song. Prince Ali, happy is he, Ali Ababa. Like they made that an entire like Broadway style production in the live action movie, and I enjoyed it. Retro Record says, I've always found Aladdin boring too. I'm so glad I'm not the only one. And I don't know if that's like a hot take, like if that's an unpopular opinion, but I don't know, like the story of Aladdin, just like I said before, it's kind of just blah. Like there's not really a lot going on. It doesn't really make you think much. It's kind of just, you go watch it and the story happens and the predictable result occurs. Like there's not really much to it. I mean, if you really wanted to think about it some, you know, you could think about the wishes that Aladdin made. And I guess it could be kind of a, it could be a reflection on, you know, the greed of humans in general, and like he wants to win over the heart of this princess by becoming a prince himself, or at least having the appearance of one. And like you could just wish that, hey, I wish that this girl would like me more, or you know, something more altruistic, like I wish that we had more water here in the desert, that sort of thing. But, you know, he wishes that he was a prince to try and win the heart of a girl. And, like I said, if you really think about it and you really try to dig, you can maybe find something interesting in Aladdin, but honestly, that's stretching it pretty far. I guess I'm just really not a fan of Aladdin. And I'm glad I'm not the only one that thinks that. Serenity says, now you're making me want to watch Aladdin. By all means, I'm sure you guys have it. It's not like Aladdin is bad or like cringeworthy or anything. It's just, it's a predictable movie. And I like it when a movie has a little more going on. I'm not sure if you guys know this about me. Well, some of you do, some of you probably don't. But I'm not a big moviegoer. Like, when it comes to watching movies, I'd rather spend my time doing something else, unless it's a movie that really does something interesting or makes you think. Like, alright, I need a second here. I want to make sure. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get the Great Force now. And I need to read this section. But I'll get back to my movie rant in just a second. One Chuckle Blend ready to go. Oh, that noise. Not ghosts again. Aha, yes. I'm getting the Great Force this time. No, this time I've chosen a slightly different way of making my entrance. What? What? Well, just showing up the same way over and over gets old after a while. Besides, don't video conferences feel futuristic and cool? And not in current age 2021. Video conferences, I wish they would just go away. So you're not going to try out our new drink this time, boss? Oh, don't worry, I've sent a representative to taste it in my stead. He should be arriving soon. A representative? Don't worry, he's a harmless, friendly little ghost. Please allow him to taste that new drink. Okay, I know we're already 2.5 hours in, but I did set that kind of benchmark that I wanted to... There it is! That's it! There's that benchmark I wanted to clear. I wanted to do Woohoo University. So I'm going to. It won't take too long, maybe half an hour. I think we can do it. Thanks for that little sampling. Here's a little something I've invented in my spare time. Maybe it'll aid you. Yes, it will. The Great Force is my favorite. Well, my favorite combination is the Great Force and the Experience Ring. I love that combo. Because the Great Force, like I said, doubles the amount of damage you give and take, which is great if you're good at avoiding the enemies and killing them quickly. And the Experience Ring, if you have the Great Force, you're more likely to end the fight before the enemy can even have a chance at attacking you. So, it's a great combo, and I love it. I really, really love it. Let's get 10 of these. Okay. And I don't want any health stuff, but let's go ahead and give good old Luigi some syrup. Wow. Luigi has a lot more points in his bros points. It's probably because of the equipment that I have on him right now. So anyway, to get back to my my movie rant. Like I said, I'm the kind of guy that, like, watching movies isn't atrocious. I'm actually going to watch Aladdin now. See you later, says Serenity. Well, enjoy Aladdin. I know that I kind of put it down a bunch. But it's not a bad movie or anything, so enjoy it. Anyway, when it comes to movies, as I already explained, and some of you guys already know, I'm not a big movie watcher. And, with movies, I'd rather spend my time doing something else. Unless the movie has something interesting going on that most other movies don't do, has an interesting plot, or just makes you think. Like, an example is, Megamind. I really like Megamind. Not just because it's one of those fun, like, you know, Paramount movies. I think it was Paramount, wasn't it? Who made Megamind? Was it Paramount? I feel like it was. I don't think that was a Disney movie. Anyway, it's interesting because it takes the sort of classic hero versus villain sort of setup in the beginning of the movie and flips it on its head. The villain wins, right? Megamind wins at the very beginning. Wins. And he kind of just takes over the city and determines, this is boring. I don't have anyone to fight now. Like, this sucks. And then, like, he makes his own, like the villain always has to have someone to fight. At least in the movie scenario, right? And the villain finds out that, man, this sucks. Now I don't have anyone to fight. So he makes his own hero to fight, to save the day. And it turns out that he kind of went overkill, and the hero ends up becoming the villain, and the villain ends up becoming the hero. And it turns out that the hero from before, who wasn't really dead, just ended up being kind of a selfish prick. He didn't want to keep being a hero, and the point is, with Megamind, it takes that whole hero dynamic, and okay, that's not horrible. It takes that whole hero dynamic, hero-villain dynamic, flips it on its head, and makes you think differently about, you know, what makes a hero, or, you know, heroes aren't always the best, greatest people that you can look up to, or, you know, there are some people that if you give them these great powers and try to teach them how to be a hero, they'll take those powers and make them work to their own ends, and that ends up being a bad. And it shows you that the villain can sometimes have a redeeming arc. Sometimes the villain becomes a great hero. There's a lot of things that are flipped on their head, and I love it for that. The movie's also funny as heck. You are just a villain. Well, you are a villain, all right, but you aren't a super villain. Oh yeah? What's the difference? Presentation! That's one of my favorite parts. Peanut Butter and Jelly says, I think it was made by DreamWorks. Okay, DreamWorks. I at least knew it wasn't Disney. For some reason, I thought it was Paramount. But there you go. DreamWorks movie. Or movies like Courageous. Courageous is a Christian movie. And usually Christian movies aren't really that great. But I think Courageous is one of those rare Christian movies that is actually great. It, of course, okay, I should probably explain what's going on here, and then I can get back to talking. So, basically, Cackletta and Fawful came into Hoo Hoo University. I can just one-shot those guys. It's hilarious. But Cackletta and Fawful came in and turned all the researchers and all the people at this university into monsters. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the extent of what's going on here. I'll come back to this area later. Anyway, Courageous is a Christian movie that I honestly feel like did a very good job. Like, oftentimes Christian movies, I will agree with a lot of their or the majority of their premise, or like what they're trying to get across. Like, I'm a Christian after all, and I have like my morality and beliefs line up with a lot of those movies. But I feel like, despite the fact that I think they have a good message or a good sort of morality, a good value structure, I'll often feel like the structure of the movie and, you know, just the values, not the values, the production value, the kind of structure of the movie, like the things that make a movie, regardless of what it is, fail to really live up to most movies at the expense of the message that they're trying to pursue. And oftentimes they'll be hampered by like trying to tackle too many things at once. Like one movie that I feel like, I know I was talking about Courageous, but I'll get back to it. One movie that I feel like, you know, is a good example of a Christian movie trying to bite off more than it can really chew is God's Not Dead. And I liked the movie, but I feel like it was all over the place because it was trying to tackle what it's like for a college student, a Christian college student, to go into an anti-Christian classroom. And kind of just tries to delve into the struggles with that. Hence the God's Not Dead. Like, the point is, the kid's trying to prove that, you know, God's not dead, as the name of the movie would imply. Trying to argue for the existence of God, whereas the professor argues against it. And that's the main premise of the movie. But you also have the side story of, you know, a couple that's not, as they call it, equally yoked, meaning having the same sort of belief structure. Case in point, the man in the relationship is not a Christian, he's an atheist, a very stark atheist, and then the girl is a Christian. And this gets in the way of their relationship, so that issue is trying to be tackled. Then there's a woman in the movie who ends up, like, she's trying to catch these Christians in their, what she views as a lie, and she's like trying to, like, she's a news anchor, so she's trying to you know, catch them in a lie on TV and try to, like, discredit them. And part of the reason that she does this, no, I don't know, she just got some sort of animus towards Christians, but then she later finds out that she has cancer and, you know, is struggling with coping with that sort of thing. So that's another subplot. And I feel like there's another one that I'm forgetting about. Yes, there's a pastor, a duo of pastors. One is a missionary and one is just a like a local pastor. And the non-missionary one is trying to kind of like figure out his place in, you know, the body of Christ, as they call it. The body of Christ is like a common way to refer to the body of the church, that like everyone kind of has their place. Like, some people are the hands of Christ, some people are the feet of Christ, and etc. I could get into that, but for the sake of brevity, I won't. Unless you want me to. The point is, the pastor doesn't feel like he's making enough of a contribution because he's not out there, like, fighting in the trenches or going out to these places that they view need to be ministered to. He eventually finds that his place is ministering to the people that come to his church. There's a girl that gets, that's another subplot. There's a girl that lives in a Muslim family, and she ends up becoming a Christian. And when the father finds out about that, he, by his Muslim traditions, has to kick her out of the house. So then, you know, she ends up going to the pastor that feels like he's not doing enough, and going to him for counsel and help. So this is all good stuff, right? Like, especially if you're a Christian and can appreciate that sort of stuff, like the whole body of Christ thing and the struggles with that, maybe even sympathize with those struggles. These are all good things that you can really find value in. But it's too much. I just described in a movie 4 subplots that are all good subplots, that they're all going on at the same time. Oh, there's another subplot. So this guy that is fighting for his beliefs in the classroom, don't you do it. This guy who's fighting for his beliefs in the classroom, his girlfriend, who is also a Christian, ends up breaking up with him because he's dedicating too much of his time, in her view, to fighting for this cause to kind of prove his point. And she's worried that he's going to fail, that, you know, she went to this college to be with him, and she took a risk on it, and she just feels like that's in jeopardy, so she breaks up with him. So that's another subplot. There are 5 different subplots in an 1.5 to 2 hour movie where I feel like the main plot of the movie is good enough on its own that you don't need to try and focus on other ones. Like, it just makes it a mess. An unfocused mess. And again, like, I like all the subplots, but there's just too much. You can have too much of a good thing. The entire point of that conversation, talking about the Christian movies that, you know, falter, in my view, is to say that Courageous doesn't do those things. It takes one issue, and it has some subplots, but all the subplots revolve around the main central point. The whole point of Courageous is that a father in the family, or a good father figure in the family, is a very important part of the family structure. And if a father isn't present, there's more chance that things will go poorly. So it goes over the importance of the father figure in the family. That's a very solid, you know, central point. And all the subplots, there's a few, all the subplots revolve around that central point. And all the characters know each other, talk to each other, interact with each other. It just feels way more cohesive than God's Not Dead did. Courageous is one of those movies that I really like for the reason that it makes you think and it discusses an important issue. So, yeah, movies like that I can appreciate, but for the most part, movies just aren't my thing. Anyway, I hope I didn't bore you guys too terribly much with that whole side thing about movies, but yeah, to make a long story short, a movie has to be quite good for me to be interested. I'm very picky about my movies. Red, red, blue, blue, red, blue, red, 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 blue, red, red. Okay. So maybe I should start talking about the game again. Right now, I'm solving a puzzle. Ethan says, never! So right now I'm trying to solve a puzzle to get to Cackletta. The whole point of Cackletta being here is to awaken the Beanstar. You'll see in a little bit that that doesn't exactly go to plan. So yeah, let's go find out why. Let's get to Cackletta. Right now we're under the impression that we're stopping her from awakening the Beanstar. Remember how I said I love the Great Force ability? Or the Great Force item? That's why. Like, look at this. Watch. Just... this is crazy. Not only am I decently high leveled because I went and grinded for a bit to get some beans to get this item, but now I do double damage. And I've been increasing my my power stat a decent amount. Like, these guys, these are viruses from Dr. Mario. And how you're supposed to kill them is by, well, I mean, you can brute force it like I've been doing, or you can match up all their colors and then they'll just die. And I think that's awesome. Like, that fight, that encounter is actually pretty ingenious if you ask me. Because it's one of those fights that makes you think. Well, it would, if you're not like me and go for the Great Force at the beginning of the game. And just plow your way through every encounter. I don't think you've gotten to see Well, you've gotten to see like one of these guys attack. Out of like all the encounters that I've done so far, you've gotten to see one of them attack. Like there's 3 guys that you haven't, well, yeah, there's like 2 or 3 guys that you haven't even gotten to see how their attack works yet. So that's the downside to playing like this is, yeah, you're overpowered. Like, ridiculously so. At this point in the game. But, you know, the game becomes a little, the fights become a little less interesting at that point. So, I'm sorry if I'm playing the game in a way that is boring. I guess that's just how I play this one. I will say that the puzzles are still interesting. Like I said, I'm kind of plowing through this just because I know this game like the back of my hand. But some of these puzzles are interesting. Like this one, I have to hit 30 blocks in the course of 25 seconds. And as you can see, like they're going at different speeds. So it's actually a little bit difficult. I still did it on my first try, but you know, that was not that easy. You know, what's another? I'm thinking about movies now. Peanut Butter and Jelly says, random question. What do you think of The Amazing Spider-Man 2 if you've seen it? I think Electro looks kinda ugly. I have seen The Amazing Spider-Man 2. And it's been a very long time since I've last watched it. I like the fight choreography in the Amazing Spider-Man movies, the 2 of them. I think they did a great job with how Spider-Man moves, how he fights. Not that they didn't do a good job in the Sam Raimi trilogy, but I think that they did a better job with his fighting and his movement in the Amazing Spider-Man. The Amazing Spider-Man 2, I think you're right. I think Electro is pretty ugly in that one. Like, that's not how he looks in the comics. I get that they were trying to make him look like, I don't know, extra edgy or something. But, I don't know. I think The Amazing Spider-Man 2, like Spider-Man 3 before it, of the Sam Raimi trilogy, tried to bite off a little more than it could chew by introducing, what was it, 2 villains? And, man, it's been such a long time since I've watched that one that I can't really comment on what I think of the story and how I think that the structure of the movie is. But Ethan says agreed. I don't know, like, I really did feel like the Amazing Spider-Man 2 movie, the 2 Amazing Spider-Man movies were inferior to the Sam Raimi trilogy. I didn't feel like they were horrible though, and I thought that some of the scenes were really cool. The one that stands out to me the most, I think, is when Spider-Man first encounters Electro. First off, he holds up, he saves a police officer from a car falling on him, and he's just like holding the car and flips it off his hand like nothing. Like, that, first of all, that shows you just how strong Spider-Man is. I mean, Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, I think, is physically stronger, but still. I also like that one scene where Electro shocks the ground in anger and endangers a bunch of people. For one, like, there's a car that's like going straight for the people at that area, and Spider-Man, like, like there's a shockwave from Electro that's going up and is going to shock a bunch of people on the stands, or at least the people that are going for the railing. And in that time, like in that split second, Spider-Man has to save the people from the car that's like bounding towards them, and he has to he has to stop these people from grabbing the rails. And he does that at an incredible speed, and I feel like that scene did a great job of showcasing that. There are things I didn't like about Spider-Man 2, or The Amazing Spider-Man 2, though, and I'd have to watch it again to really figure out what I did and didn't like, what I think works. But I remember not liking it as much. Like, it's my least favorite live-action Spider-Man movie, and I'd have to really... Oops. That's not what I was supposed to do. Oops. Okay, now I remember. I'm an idiot. Peanut Butter and Jelly says, and he is blue instead of yellow. Yeah, like, again, I feel like that was kind of just to try and make Electro look edgy. I honestly think that with Electro, I liked his inspiration for becoming a villain. Because before he turned into Electro, he was like a downtrodden scientist that, you know, everybody kind of looked down on, and, you know, he didn't get the prestige he deserved, and he got saved by Spider-Man earlier in the movie, and Spider-Man sees his name tag and he calls him by name, which is a huge deal for this guy. I forget what his name is, ironically. When he encounters Spider-Man again, after he gets, like, hurt by, like, at this point he borderline idolizes Spider-Man, and it ends up not super great for him, because Spider-Man doesn't, Max, his name is Max. Spider-Man doesn't remember his name when he encounters him again. And, this basically hurts Electro's feelings. So, he turns into a villain, because the one person he idolized, basically, didn't remember his name. And just like everybody else. And he was just like, okay, this is the one person I thought the one person I thought cared about me, and now it's pretty clear that he doesn't. That sort of thing. Like, I thought that the character Electro was interesting for that reason. Gosh, I am really getting high rolls here. That's awesome. Also, am I in the wrong area? Am I doing something? No, I'm not doing anything wrong. Here we go. Like, for that reason, I thought Electro was interesting. But I didn't like how they incorporated the Green Goblin. I thought that was really cringy. I don't know. I guess I'm not big on The Amazing Spider-Man 2. That was a very long response to what should have been a short answer. So, sorry about that. Gosh, I'm really going off on movies right now. I could keep going, though. Like I want to talk some about the other kind of... Uh-oh. I just realized. I don't have the Great Force. So now I just have the extra experience ring thing. Peanut Butter and Jelly says the Green Goblin was also kind of ugly. Oh, he absolutely was. Like, honestly atrocious. Like, the Sam Raimi movie didn't make the Green Goblin deformed. He just made him a psychopath. And I feel like that's honestly the more appropriate way to go for the Green Goblin. Okay, now you're gonna get to see what makes the virus battle interesting. Maybe. Here you go. Okay. I'm gonna purposely fail this attack, because when you match their color, they die. And that's basically what happens in the Dr. Mario game. I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, right. I wanted to talk about my other kind of movie that I like. So, I had mentioned before, like, I'd mentioned Megamind, which is one of my favorite movies. My top 3 movies, I think, are Megamind, Courageous, and Avengers Infinity War. Avengers Infinity War, I think I liked so darn much, because the scope of the movie was enormous. It was like you know, what led up to how do I describe this? It was like an entire decade of movie making leading up to this one epic movie, and I think it pulled it off magnificently. And I really respect the movie for that. Also, like, my favorite Marvel superhero, Spider-Man, has a pretty good role in that. So I honestly thought that movie was great. And Endgame, in my mind, wasn't bad, but it certainly wasn't the follow-up that I was hoping for to Infinity War, I guess. It just, you know, I'm disappointed. But I guess what I'm trying to get at is Infinity War I like for a different reason than Megamind and Courageous. Like, the scope of that movie was enormous, but it pulled it off great. Like, the cohesion to the Marvel Cinematic Universe up to that point was awesome, and it was very impressive what they were able to pull off. With such a diverse range of characters and movies and plots. It was just a huge deal, and they pulled it off. They did great. So there you go. That's my thing about Infinity War. Are you getting the point that I'm very picky when it comes to movies, and a movie has to be great, has to do something in an awesome way. It has to really wow me or be something special for me to want to watch a movie, basically. Otherwise, I'd rather just go play a video game. I'm a video gamer. I'm a video gamer, and that's pretty much my main thing. Take this! So, I pretty much just plowed through all of these puzzles and didn't really talk about pretty much any of them. And like, I've seen all these puzzles like 20 times. I know what's up. But, yeah. Honestly, all these puzzles I feel like are pretty interesting and decent puzzles. I wouldn't say any of them really rack your brain, but all of them do a decent enough job, like, putting your brain to use and your reflexes, I think. So, Woohoo University is a pretty good section of this game. I like it. Oh yeah! Guys, have I talked about movies too much? Like, I kind of feel like I have. I've talked about movies so much in the last, like, hour. Just based off of Peanut Butter and Jelly's question about what I thought of the live Aladdin movie. Okay, so, getting back to the game for a sec. We are now at the point where Cackletta is about to use Princess Peach's voice to try and awaken the Bean Bean Star. And remember, the Bean Bean Star is this magical artifact that, if it's awoken, can fulfill all your dreams, all your wishes. And the only thing that can awaken the Bean Star is apparently Princess Peach's voice. So she's about to do it. She's about to awaken the Bean Star. But something goes wrong. And we'll find out what next stream. Peachbot, speak! Find out exactly what went wrong in the next stream. But suffice it to say, something goes wrong. Mr. Beanstar get mad. He angry boy. And he goes back to sleep. What happened? What is this? I have fright. A situation we had not suspected has begun to develop. May we flee? Ethan says, Jeff, do you remember my top 3 movies/shows? Oh man, you guys watch so many movies, I can never remember, but I know Avatar: The Last Airbender is up there somewhere. I feel like Avatar: The Last Airbender was your favorite. Star Wars was represented in there somewhere. I feel like it's the Clone Wars that was one of your favorite shows. And a favorite movie... I don't know, there's too many. I don't remember. Yarg! Pests, loathsome pests, and at the worst possible moments. We don't have time to deal with you fools. Yarg! Ah, well, won't this be fun? Oh yes, if that's how it is, I'm ready for you. I'm going to knock you all the way back to the Mushroom Kingdom. Okay, so, oh, I already failed. I wanted to get double experience for this fight, but I've already failed it. I might actually die. Well, if I die, close. How could you forget Jurassic Park? Lol. How could I forget? I'm glad I got the other two. That was the big bad boss fight here, guys. That was the big bad boss fight, and I just demolished her. I don't get double experience because I took some damage, but man, did you see that? Okay, anyway. PB&J says, I actually feel bad because I've been asking so many questions, so I'm sorry. No, PB&J, I love answering fan questions. Like, as you can probably tell, I'm a big fan of talking, so I always appreciate it when you ask questions. So whenever you have questions, feel free. Anyway, you did have another question. What do you think of Doctor Strange? This is the last question about movies, I promise. Doctor Strange, I liked the first one, honestly. Like, Doctor Strange is a very different kind of hero movie. And I honestly liked it a lot. I feel like Doctor Strange goes through a lot of growth in his hero's journey. And it's not like your typical hero movie in that the inspiration for him becoming a hero isn't driven by any sort of like altruism or anything. Like his original, like he's kind of a prick, to be honest, Stephen Strange. But his motivation for turning him into a hero kind of gives him a sort of altruism and a sense of duty. I don't think it's my favorite Marvel hero film, but I honestly do think it was one of the more interesting ones. How could this happen? I beat Cacletta in 2 moves. 2 moves! Cacletta, do not have worries. Watch, I am sucking up your energy with this headgear. Oh, Fawful. Give them one final attack for me. I say to you, yes! Yeah, like you could do anything to me, Fawful, at this stage in the game. But we'll pretend to let Prince Peasley save the day. You know, you can have your moment in the sun. Good job, little guy, you did it. Now quickly to the fallen Beanstar. What? The Beanstar heard Princess Peach's voice and went mad? But why would Princess Peach's voice drive the Beanstar mad? I sense a surprising secret at the center of this riddle. I shall explain it all in detail once we have safely recovered the Beanstar that has fallen below. You two must go to the bottom floor immediately. Ethan says, he was almost defeated in one punch! Do 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 do. Oh man. Yeah, no, I can't believe I defeated the boss that easily. That was insane. Just absolutely nuts. I'm so upset that I got hit. Like, that's the thing I'm the most upset about. Because I could have had double the experience from that fight. I could have had 900 additional experience. Talk about a wasted opportunity. Oh well. Also, that boss had some interesting moves that you will never get to see now. Unless I do like a pacifist run at some point. Maybe I will. Like, man. Gosh, I suck at these ones. These ones are the hardest ones for me. Ethan says, honestly, One Punch Man would beat Clone Wars if there weren't for some of those weird anime moments in there. Lol. Yeah, anime moments, definitely. I also find that anime is... like, not only are there some of those weird anime moments, as you call them, several different types, but there's also a lot of filler, because anime is usually based on manga, and manga is a lot easier to produce. It's basically just comic books. And anime takes a lot longer to make, the animation being the big thing. So in order to for some reason, it kind of doesn't make sense to me at the moment, but for some reason, anime includes a lot of filler. Is it the opposite? Like, does manga take longer? It's not manga that takes longer. I don't know. But for some reason, anime has a lot of filler. Animes. Okay, you get to see these guys' attacks now. Oops. So, the reason that I just screwed that attack up so bad is because I was thinking of these enemies are actually kind of interesting. They're like a roboticized chain chomp, and obviously they attack whoever the light on their head signals that they're going to attack. If you damage them and do not kill them, they'll become, or they'll malfunction a little bit. And at that point, the red and green signal is switched. So if it's green, then the Chain Chomp is going to attack Mario. So there you go. I do not think One Punch Man has that much filler. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm just thinking of... I'm thinking of Season 2. Because Season 2 felt like it was moving very slowly. And you're right, it wasn't really filler. It's just, I felt like the story arc, particularly the karate tournament, I felt like that story arc took far longer than it should have. Like, it took 5 or so episodes just to get through that. Oops. Wow, that was a lot of damage. And I feel like that karate tournament could have been done in 2 episodes, maybe even 1 if they were really on top of it, you know? But, yeah. I really do like One Punch Man, though. It's like, it's the one anime that I actually will watch. Well, there's other anime that I would watch, but most of them just aren't up my alley. I used to watch Fairy Tail, Sword Art Online. And that's pretty much it. I guess those are the only anime I've really watched. Let's increase my bros points. Yes! Oh, yes. Guys, I feel bad, but is it boring how much I'm just totally wrecking these guys? Like, it's not a flex. The way that I play the game, it's not very conducive to, you know, interesting and fun boss battles or anything like that, because as I demonstrated earlier, I took out that boss in 1 hit, or 2 hits. Is that boring to watch? should I restart the series and go for a pacifist run? I mean, I don't really want to restart this series, so I guess I'll stick it through. Ethan says, I think the problem with Season 2 is they wanted to release it sooner because they didn't want the fans to go without a reason of the anime, a season of the anime for too long. That's also why the animation is worse. So, Season 2 was rushed, in other words. I hope they don't make that same mistake with Season 3. I forget when Season 2 was released, but I know it's been a while, so I have not high expectations, I guess, but high hopes for Season 3. Okay. So, remember that one robot mouse that I knocked into the electricity earlier in this area? I had to knock 3 of them into the electricity, and most of them were moving, so that made it more difficult, but I still did it pretty easily. Alright, here we go. This should be the last part of this, this should be the last part of the stream for tonight. I'm going to go fight the boss of Woohoo University. Well, I already did that, but there's another boss fight. Let's get these chuckle beans first. Feel like there's something else. Nope, just more chuckle beans. I'll take it. Summer 2019. Oh, okay. Well, that wasn't that long ago. It's been 2.5 years. And I feel like the first season of One Punch Man came out in like 2016 or 17. Unless my eyes are screwy. Look there! It's red and green from the chateau! Well, boo! Boo to you, I say! Why does this always happen? This isn't funny, see? Rookie! Yes, boss. These two numbskulls seem to like the old ring-a-ding-ding. Time to scrap again, see? Yes, boss. He's very pleased. Luigi's like, whatever. Alright. Crud, I already took damage! Fine. If that's how you want it, that's how you're gonna get it. I'm so disappointed in myself. I want a double experience for these boss fights and I just keep screwing up. That's a lot of attacks. It's ridiculous. Wow, I didn't one-shot him. Oops. Well, that was anticlimactic. Oh, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Ow, 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 ow. That makes the Beanstar very mad. Oh no, our treasure. It's gonna fly away, see? Meow. I'll read your comments in a minute, guys. Oh, I remember. I am Bowser the King. Okay. The Beanstar just broke into 4 pieces. And Mario and Luigi. East Bean Bean. Oh-ho Oasis. This is where I wanted to get to for the stream, so I'm glad we got here. But we're definitely not going any further. Oh, this is funny. Mario! Poor Mario. Meow. Mario, this is no time to hang out at the beach. We got to get moving. Alright, well, we're gonna have to do that next time on the Yoshi Fanatic live stream. Okay. Let me read these 2 last comments before I really take off. Ethan says, but yes, the story arc is a lot longer after season 1. I think it will take season 3 and 4 for this arc to be finished. Yeah, I don't have an issue with a long story arc, but I do have an issue with story arcs that are dragged out. And I felt like that was the case for season 2. Like, and I don't know. I didn't dislike season 2. I just felt like it could have been better. And PB&J says, today I got a new megaphone to protest about my neighbors eating all of my hamsters. Anyways, I am using the megaphone to make your live stream louder. My neighbors are alligators, by the way. Okay. Not exactly the ideal neighbors. And Ethan says, yeah, I've seen some of the recent manga chapters. They're amazing. I can't wait to see if animated, of course. I also saw some more of the anime moments that will be a little painful to get through though. Lol. Well, I look forward to watching the next season of One Punch Man. One Punch Man is one of those shows that I really, really like. And I can't wait to see more of it. And I hope to savor it. But yeah, guys, that is going to do it for this live stream. We did pretty much what we set out to do. Got way more leveled up than I thought I would. And yeah, I think we're on pretty good pace for this game, honestly. We're about to go into the next chapter of the game. And that'll be fun. I look forward to it. Serenity says, hello. Hey, Serenity. Welcome back to the stream. We're about to end the stream. Ethan says, unfortunately, no quotes, though. Yeah, I was thinking that, but part of it is because I went on like an hour-long rant about movies. I feel like that was pretty good, though. I enjoyed that. But we'll hopefully get a quote next time on the Yoshi Fanatic live stream. So, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. If you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you'll be notified when I go live or post a video. And join the Discord so you'll know when I go live next. I usually post in there like updates on whether or not I'm going live on Fridays or like Saturday. Unfortunately, I had to go live today. Not a big deal, but you know, usually it'll be Fridays. So I'm hoping the next stream will be on Friday this coming week. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. I guess I do want to shout out my video again. About 2 months ago now, I put out my newest video. It's what would a 3D Yoshi game be like? You guys know me. The name implies it. I'm the Yoshi Fanatic. I like Yoshi games. And I would like a 3D Yoshi game. I would like it. I would love it. I would want some more of it. I currently want some more of it because there is none. Nintendo, get on it. Please. But yeah, if you guys want to see what I think a 3D Yoshi game should be like, go ahead and check out that video. But yeah, I guess that's it for now. We'll hopefully see you guys on Friday this coming week for part 3 of Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully, we'll see you next time. See you guys.